We are live.
And how are you today? That's my little sign language. I always promise I'm going to learn more, but I really haven't. And
You've regressed.
I know, I keep forgetting it.
Start to forget. So we've been out filming today with the dogs. Nala's hiding back here.
We're filming at Balverde Castle. You
Stay-
should Google it
I know.
if you don't know where it is. It's pretty cool.
So yeah, we're going to get a bit of whiskies on the go because it's Thursdays and why not? Fernando Cruz is on. Hey Fernando. I'm having to look forward to get the YouTube comments today because I don't have two phones. Hello from Japan. Oh, and what's the time difference between here and Japan?
Yeah. What's the time there?
Let's know what the time is.
Because the Rugby World Cup is coming up in September.
So yeah,
Like we've got 117 people already on Facebook.
oh wow, great.
Comments. Let's try and get some comments up here. Why are the comments not coming up? It's on.
Okay,
There
you've
we
got
go.
the comments. Oh, first thing, second though, we need to get a whiskey.
Yes, we do.
Right, so it's whiskey first, and then it'll be question time. So the whiskey for today's stream is going to be the Balvenie.
The Balvenie Double Wood.
Oof.
We laughed at that last time as well.
Did we?
Yeah, we were like Double Wood.
It's Scampy. We've got a private Scampy joke. Amanda's on, hello.
Let's be conservative. Are they both the same? I don't know.
No idea. Right, this is where I get a shaky hand. I'm going to try and get like a
I think
single
I'll
drop
get-
of water.
Okay.
It's yours bigger, is it? Get one wee drop of water if I can.
Boom.
Hey, nice. Do you want one? Or
Yeah. Go for it. Just a drop. Just a drop.
Too much, too much. Alright, we've got our whiskies, so we are good to go. Oh, there you are. Now we need to be extremely careful on the stream because the last time we were live in this position,
Yeah, I had a little bit of a flash situation going on.
yeah, so
So
Stephen's
I'm
going
going to be particular attention to my nether regions today. Right, we've got loads of comments already. David Amy, Virgilio, that's a cool name.
Virgilio.
Benjamin, David, Alec, Benjamin, Dana, Aisling? Easley? I don't know. Carol, Iger Vidal. That sounds like a shampoo.
Badass, yeah. Let's be mates forever. Dijon Jones. Couldn't see it quick enough. Sure, let's be mates forever.
Before you get too drunk, show us what's under the kilts. That usually comes after we get too drunk. Sarah Cleary.
Sarah Cleary.
Whiskey a go-go. Yes, but you spelled it wrong, as did Alex.
With the E.
Yeah.
So, single malt Scotch whiskey does not have an E.
Yeah.
Just
And
with-
since we invented it, that's how you should spell it.
Yeah.
We didn't personally invent whiskey, but the Scots.
Good morning from Texas, Jesse. I completely understand Dijon. Oh, happy days.
We just had lunch up at our favourite little harvester, and we had chicken goujons.
Goujons.
We were very French.
Very French. Chicken goujon.
Repost the flash, please. It's been deleted, Jeff, and it will never be seen again.
Never ever. Not even if there's a fire. Yeah, somebody made it on there. I can't even reach to
Where
say
in
it was.
Scotland do you live? We live in Perth.
Kim Christopher's on. Hello, Kim.
What is under the kilts? Two lovely chairs.
Yes. This one rocks.
And
That
this one doesn't, but it's tartan, so it makes up for it.
Yay. So you can ask us anything on this stream. We can't guarantee we'll answer it, but we will do our best.
Yes, ask us anything. Specifically health, fitness, nutrition, well-being, mindset, psychology.
Well,
but
here's a good one. Do you find it hard to maintain... There we go. Do you find it hard to maintain your routine, some weeks being less busy and easier than others? Sometimes it can be tricky to maintain routine. If you're meaning sort of fitness routine and, if you're away from home or you don't have access to gym, or sometimes in our cases, depending on work-wise or even our wives' work, if they're working, we then have to watch the kids. So it does kind of, mess up the routine slightly, but you just do what you can, effectively.
yeah, absolutely. Same here. Just there's times when you get just thrust out of your normal surroundings.
You said thrust. It's going to be one of those
It's going to be
streams.
one of those streams, definitely. What tartan are the kilts? They are Royal Stuarts. What are the where are the dogs today? There's one down here and one down here.
Nala's here. You can just see her. Right,
Telepups,
lie down,
come.
Right,
And you
sit.
see Telepup's head. There's
Fine.
Telepup's head. Right,
Sit.
go lie down.
Fine. Sit down.
You've had your
Very good.
5 seconds of fame.
I know, Jared. You're very
Good girl, Tilly. Good girl. Right, lie down.
They are with us, keeping us company. I'm doing my very best. Not
How's the toe? It's actually okay. Hi from the Philippines. What do you think of HCG?
HCG.
I don't know what HCG is.
Is that not HCG? Is that not like TR? I was going to say TRT, HRTs. Is it not
No,
human gonododo?
I don't know. I think it stands for helicopter crisp goats.
That
You
question
know,
was
those
thrust
type of
upon us.
True Scots or non-Scots? I don't know if that's a question or a statement.
Yeah, well.
Do they hunt?
To who hunt?
Are you talking about dogs? Nala chases quite a lot.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's classed as hunting. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Nala.
Yeah. You go chasing some.
Human growth hormone.
Hormone replacement therapy, yeah, HCG is hormone replacement therapy, and it's for but the HCG is for ladies, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Hormone replacement therapy, I guess there's pros and cons. You'd have to speak to your doctor and see if it was for you, because for some people the side effects can be quite brutal, for others not so much. So
Again, are you talking for performance enhancement and muscle growth, or are you talking about for medical purposes? Because if you've got problems with your hormones, are you talking about that? Like,
could be, yeah. There's lots of reasons why you would get hormone replacement, right?
ultimately, your body's controlled by hormones. If you've got problems with your hormones, then that's ultimately what that was designed for in the first place. However, obviously other people take it for muscle growth.
Oh no, I just missed that one. I'm going to try and get quicker right. I've watched you guys for a while. You both have your separate objectives and you work together. How do you keep the balance of everything going? How do we keep the balance? It's, well, we kind of shared goals and we come up with ideas, and whenever things, if we're going in a certain direction, we've got to see if the juice is worth the squeeze, and if the juice is worth the squeeze, then we keep squeezing. If it's not, we usually reevaluate, whether ditch the stuff that isn't good for us or keep doing the stuff that is. Our main goal when we started this was because we were family men and we wanted to spend more time with the family. So if there's any tasks that takes us away from the family too much, that's when we would start reevaluating. Literally, that is a juice worth the squeeze.
Yeah. But sometimes you have to, in fact,
No,
sometimes, most of the time, you have to start a project or start a new task in order to get some juice in the first place, just to see if it's worth the squeeze, right? You don't know how sweet that juice is until you tasted it.
This is our first whiskey, I swear.
Edward's saying I could watch these studs all day.
These studs.
What do you think of CBD oils, etc.?
That's the cannabinoid.
Yeah, it's funny. We were just chatting about that in my PT business. We're chatting about making a video on CBD because it's quite popular these days. And the main frustration with it is the fact that there's been a hell of a lot of research going into cannabis products, and there's a lot of research coming out saying that's really, really good for you, this, that, and that. But the problem with this world in general, as soon as there's something that's, the studies coming out and something that becomes popular, there's all these different money-grabbing bastards who then make the shittest products ever, and then ultimately for every Tom, Dick and Harry out there, have to differentiate the good products from the bad products. In a whole, if you get some good products and you use it in the right way for the right purposes, then absolutely CBD oils can be fantastic.
I've never tried them. I've not had any reasons to try them yet. Generally, the people I see are friends of mine that have used them is usually because they've got some sort of ailment, either aches, pains, or sleeping issues, but they swear by it. So going by other people's experience, I would say yes. I've not really heard anything bad about them yet, but there's still time. It's fairly new, right?
Yeah.
But as far as I'm aware, the side effects are few and far between.
A very important question here. Do you use the pouches like pockets for wallets, etc., or are they decorative only? From Bruce Anderson.
Well, Bruce Anderson's.
We're going to have to show you.
Here we go. There is a wallet in there.
There is a wallet in there.
There's a dog poo bag.
There's dog poop bags.
A receipt for one Swedish-made penis enlarger.
It's not mine, honestly. I've got a little a glass screen cleaning cloth.
Asthma inhaler. I like this one. Look, Fire! We flint
Just
stick.
in case we need to start a fire.
In case we need to start a fire. Another poo bag. The key to my heart. There's 2
Or
keys.
your house.
Or my house, yeah. And then
Ready?
3,
3,
2,
1.
Yay!
So we've got these little finger hands.
Yeah. So if you don't like touching dogs,
Because we're big believers that yeah, I'll tell you that.
no, Ah, she bit my finger. Which one? Right, down you go, darling. Down.
And also, so confidence is everything. And if you're ever feeling a bit down about yourself, guys, especially, maybe not for females. Guys, especially, if you're ever feeling down about yourself, then get yourself a little finger hand, and then when you go to the toilet, it makes everything else look huge.
Massive. There we are. So we keep them
Gigantic.
handy for those tough times. So that's what we keep in our pouch, also known as a sporn. We've got 56 on YouTube.
Happy days. We've got 296 on Facebook.
Well, that just reflects.
302. I think that's the most we've had, isn't it?
No, we've been away up at 600. Remember, it was
Oh, have
that
we?
bank holiday.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
yes. Too funny. Have another sip. Mary
Well.
Dean Craig.
Thank you for the laughs. I needed it. Deborah, you are very welcome. Actually, when we're discussing YouTube and Facebook, we were kind of in the sin bin with YouTube, we think,
Yeah.
from what we used to do a year or two ago. So we're floating some ideas about what we want to do with the YouTube side of things. But if you're watching on Facebook and you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, can you go across and subscribe to us? Because if we get an influx of new subscribers, it might kickstart the YouTube side of things.
Yeah.
We'll see. We don't know. We just want to experiment. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, can you make sure you go and hit the notification bell, turn it off, and then turn it back on again to make sure you're getting all our
Yeah.
our videos.
Please, yeah, comment. Make sure you are subscribed and make sure you're getting the notifications. If you're on Facebook, yeah, please go across. And if you don't have a YouTube account, then just set one up. It takes 5 minutes, and like our page.
Because the difference in the accounts is incredible, actually, and it's strange because YouTube used to dwarf our Facebook, and now it's the other way around. So we're just trying to see how to fix that, basically.
What's funny is Silver Hawks. That's a cool name. There's a bit of a Freudian slip here. He says, "What made y'all get into this kind of fitness couching?" I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but we like it because
Yeah.
we're sat on kind of comfy seats at the moment.
What I've got in fitness coaching, like it kind of goes when you're training someone, usually for weight loss, you kind of coach them at the same time as well. There's a lot that goes into personal training. It's not just the training. They tell you about their lives. They have their ups and downs, and sometimes the client's just looking for advice, or sometimes they're just looking to vent, and you have to be able to judge. And then over the years, you want to help people not just physically but mentally as well. So we started to do courses that allowed us to do that, so that we were making the most of that hour with the client. You know,
Yeah.
they went away from it thinking, I feel so much better both physically and mentally, and they look forward to coming back. So for doing that for years, day in, day out, it was like therapy in a way, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really is. But the bottom line is we love helping people, and how you help people can change depending on the industry and depending on what people actually need. And what we found was more and more people just needed sometimes less guidance on fitness and nutrition and more guidance on about how to create the balance in your life. This is why we started the Kilted Coaches. One of the main messages is health and happiness, rather than, you know, you must only drink water, no whiskey allowed.
Yeah.
You must only drink or eat salads and eat lean fish, and it's like you can relax a little bit. You know, maintaining a good hormone balance is one of the best things that you can do for yourself, and how you achieve that is through good food and good exercise and good sleep patterns. It's also just through relaxing, enjoying yourself. If you're stressed at all, whether it's stressing about trying to eat some good food, it can have negative effects.
Negative effects.
Essay says, I need nutrition guidance. Essay, you were in our clan before. You had plenty of nutrition guidance.
Yeah, join our clan again, Essay. There
Yeah,
you
join up.
go.
Morning, y'all.
I love that. It's very.
Are you single, and what's under them kilts?
We're both married.
And we've got chairs under the kilts.
Chairs on the kilts, and I've got a dog under my kilt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Any suggestions? Because I have the waist line 29. How can I achieve less further to 24 or 25 size of my waistline? Thanks. Brittany Ubaldo. It depends on your bone structure, your height, your activity level. There's a bunch of stuff you can.
If you felt that you were carrying excess fat there, then there's lots of things you can address. You can start eating cleaner, so no processed food, cut back on carbs, increase protein, get some heavy duty lifting in. So Olympic lifts, all the kind of big calorie burners. If you've been doing exercise, either add a little bit more in or change up what you're doing. If you've not been doing exercise, then you go to start some exercise. Don't change too much, too drastically, too soon, because you won't stick it. So just set yourself goals each week. Either introduce exercise or increase the exercise, change something about your diet. And most of all, this is what I always say to people, is you need patience. It doesn't happen overnight. So you start putting all these things in motion, keep making changes, improve on the week before, and you will get the result you're looking for eventually.
There we go. Tony Hale, Alison's on. Hey guys, Tony from Palm Springs. Tony, I believe you won our kilt pin. And if you haven't seen that already, please go to Instagram because you are the winner of our bespoke kilt pin.
Winner, chicken goujon dinner.
There's only 3 in the world at this current moment in time.
Yeah.
One belongs to me, one belongs to that gentleman right there, and one belongs to you, Tony.
Yeah, so get on the blower to them and they will send it out to you.
Let us know if you've got it. Now there was a question here. I'm so lost when it comes to an eating schedule. Any recommendations? From Janice Tenley. So Janice, the first thing you need to do is create some sort of structure. There's been lots and lots of studies done on the different methodologies and the different systems and the different eating plans that you can go for. And what they realised is the eating plans eventually do come into consideration, but the most important thing initially is that you have a plan. You have some sort of structure. So whether it's quote unquote eating clean, or we just recommend, if you don't know where to start with 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch and dinner, making sure that you've got a balance of protein, which is mainly animal flesh of some kind, or dairy or eggs, some sort of healthy fats, and a little bit of carbohydrates. Okay, if you can get that balance right, breakfast, lunch and dinner, that's the best starting point. Then you just monitor how you feel, your energy levels, your focus. Are you getting some weight loss? Are you getting fitter? You monitor a bunch of stuff, and then you can start to tweak from there, but get a structure first. And just say, right, I'm going to have 3 meals a day, I'm going to have protein, healthy fats at every single meal, and then carbs depending on what exercise you do.
Down you go. Done and done. This whiskey's going down smooth.
It's nice, isn't it? Hi from an Aussie-born Robertson. Do you think diet shakes have any benefits?
Ooh.
Diet shakes.
I mean, the thing is, supplementation, it depends on what you mean by shakes, because we take protein shakes. I to be honest, see, recently I don't have that many shakes, so I've been getting a lot of my protein through the diet because I've got the time to do it. But in the past, I took more shakes because it was handier. If I was out and about, it was easy to grab a shake rather than trying to cook up chicken or whatnot. So I find it very, very useful.
But this is often, we're talking from a point of view of making sure that we're getting enough protein in. Normally, diet shakes are marketed towards replacing your food for a shake. Like, don't eat real food, so skip your breakfast and just have one of their shakes, or skip your lunch and have one of these shakes. Which is it's horrible. It's very immoral of these companies to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to be replacing, you want to be supplementing.
It's a supplement, not a replacement.
Or topping up. Now, I think that was a big one, so it might be a question. Let's see. Besides my vertebrae crushing my spinal cord and arthritis, also suffer from this. I spend every school day with brain effect to walk every day. Okay, Deborah, all the best with that one. That was a question, my dear, sorry.
Lamar McKinnon, good morning, my fellow Irishman.
Oh, shame bell. Who was it? Lamar McKinnon. Right, this is the shame globe to Lamar McKinnon for calling us Irish. There's nothing wrong with the Irish.
We love the Irish.
Irish are awesome, but we're not Irish.
But we're not Irish.
Everyone just take a moment for the shame globe.
Just bow your head. What was his name?
Is it he or she?
I'm not sure. Lamar
Lamar
McKinnon.
Lamar McKinnon.
Put your head down in shame and you think about what you have done.
Yeah, shame globe. I think my yummy mummy's on. Hi, Cheryl. There we go. The shame's over. Right.
You can put your head back up, Lamar. You're forgiven.
The yummy mummy's asking how your toe is.
My toe is actually good, but that's a bad thing because I keep forgetting I've got a broken toe and I keep hurting it.
Whiskey's good for a broken toe, right?
Yeah. Somebody else just asked, are you Scottish or Irish?
Don't get the shame globe out again. Well, at least it's asking the question rather than assuming.
There's a bunch of people like, they're Scottish. Jeez. Have you got a cookbook in the works?
A cookbook?
No, but watch this space.
You never know.
What advice for us older gals? 63, hard to keep muscle mass and losing weight. So Andrea Montgomery Fraser. Don't let age get in the way. I would say focus on maintaining a high protein diet. Making sure you're getting your healthy fats in is going to be absolutely essential, because you want to get those that balance of the monounsaturates, the polyunsaturates, and actually your saturated fat is important as well, as long as it's from healthy sources.
Deborah was asking about the keto diets. We get this periodically. It can be useful if you can maintain it. Some of the issues you can come across with the keto diet, it's very hard to stay in ketosis. And it also takes you quite a long time to actually get into ketosis. People think if they go low or no carb for a few days that then they're automatically in ketosis, and it doesn't work that way. So effectively what you need to do is you need to be no carbs long enough, sorry, somebody's arriving, that your body then starts breaking the fat into ketones and blah 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 blah. Yeah. And then the thing is, it's very easy to get thrown out of it. If you eat too much protein, it can get turned into carbs too and take you out of ketosis. Yeah. So
you want to have something crazy like 80%. See, Mum. It's 80% fat. You need a very, very high fat diet to maintain the level of ketosis.
And I think it's less than 5% of your calories coming from carbs.
From carbs, yeah. I think you can afford it's about 15 to 20% protein.
Yeah. So it is. If you can maintain that, you need to be quite religious with it. You would have to, I mean, there are people that do it and get great results with it. So, good for them. Yeah. I personally couldn't maintain it, so for me it's not great. But there are a lot of people that can work for. So if it works for you, great.
Come say hi.
Certainly get good results.
The wife's there, but she's not coming to say hi. Isn't whiskey a carb? Nope, it's alcohol. Now there was another bit here. Because you guys comment way too fast. That's gone.
Michael's just commenting on telling Alice saying that they're awesome.
Oh, it was somebody I was asking about glute work actually. What's the best form of glute work? Sorry, I can't remember who it was. There you go. What's the best, most effective glute workout? Drew Day.
Drew Day.
We've actually got a video on YouTube called How to Get Great Glutes.
Yeah.
Go and check that out. And we'll give you the whole lowdown. We could chat to you for 2 minutes here, or you can just go watch that video, and it's a good 5-6 minutes worth of information.
Or a quick and easy way, whenever I'm working with clients, is you can pre-activate the glutes before then doing an exercise. If you're doing a squat, you will use the glutes. If you're doing a lunge, you'll use the glutes. But if you stand and squeeze your bum cheeks together first, hard as you can for 30 seconds, which is bloody tough, and then do the movement, it pre-activates the muscles, so you'll use more of the glutes. For me, working glutes, I love doing walking lunges. I think that really gets the bum cheeks going.
Yeah. For me, so the way to squeeze the glutes, you can actually, if you're very conscious of your glutes, you can actually just stand and squeeze. What I do with a lot of my clients, when they're not, if they're not conscious of their glutes, it's hard to squeeze a muscle unless you've got that sort of mind-muscle connection already. I get them to nail the fact, everyone should try this right now. Stop what you're doing and get on your knees.
This is an important announcement.
But seriously, if you want to try this right now, then just go on your knees and keep watching.
Coach Steven says, get down on your knees and keep watching.
Just do what you're told. Put your knees about hip distance apart, but put your heels together at the back. So your knees, your hip distance apart, heels together, and then try and squeeze your heels together as hard as you possibly can, as if you're trying to crush something between your heels. And what you'll find is you'll activate your glutes while you're on your knees.
Oh, glowing.
Best instructions ever. Carolyn Goodson.
Oh, Jack.
Good Christ. Why do you sometimes wear trousers? Because kilts are quite inconvenient for...
Because the kilts are in the wash. Pretty much. Right, down.
In the middle of the office.
Down.
Do you mean squat as you kneel? No, just literally just go on your knees like you're praying.
You're praying, please, Coach Stephen. Sure. What's the best thing? Oh, sorry, Brent. Let's see it right. What is the best thing to do to get rid of the fat around the middle? I've lost approximately 25 pounds, feeling great, but still have some flabber in my waist and love handles. So, Brent, it's time and effort. A good, strong core routine, Olympic lifts, dieting. I mean, sometimes what you can do as well is you can look to thicken up the abdominal muscles to pull the skin tighter. That's another way to go about it. Other than that, it's time and effort. As long as you're doing something.
Time and effort, consistency. Consistency is key. Love you, love you, love you. Jose Castro.
Sounds like a
working your legs makes your bum look great in a kilt.
Can't really see a bum in a kilt though, right?
Nah.
Has anyone been in touch from mainstream TV to suggest your own TV spot? We've been doing a bit of TV work, not for our own TV channel, but I'm sure that'll be in the future. The Kilted Coaches channel.
Amy Feather says, "Holy cow, it works!"
What? Is she squeezing her bum?
Yeah, she's clearly on her knees. Amy's on her knees right now.
Everybody give a high five because Amy's down on her knees and it's working. The inappropriate Kilted Coaches. How did we get away with some of the stuff we do? Jesus.
It's funny because there's a bunch of people here saying, love you guys. Like, yeah, get on your knees and tell us you love us.
And start praying. Right, whiskey time.
Is it whiskey time?
It's whiskey time. Ron saying, I see the trolls are out today. Oh, that must be true. I can't see them. We can't see them, Ron. Don't worry about it. Ignore it. Don't feed the trolls. Love your fur. I can't read it from there, Mary. Fur baby? Oh, my fur baby. Oh, yeah. I love my fur baby. We're up to 63 on the YouTube. We're doing well.
High five, Amy. Thoughts, advice on getting past the pain of lunges. My knees feel like they're going to do an out-of-body exorcist. So Carmen Westre. A lot of time when people do lunges, you can do it actually wrong, and a lot of people will come too far over the knee. So when the foot plants, say the foot plants here, and as you're coming forward, your knee should be roughly above your foot or above your ankle. So your shin bone should be roughly vertical. What happens a lot of the time if you don't have strong glutes, you're trying to use the thigh too much and into the knee, and what happens is as you lunge, your knee then comes forward and you get this shearing force coming through the knee. So try to just keep your weight back and keep your body a bit more central, maintaining your centre of gravity over both of the legs rather than just the front one. So if you're ever in doubt, get yourself a full-length mirror or do it at a gym where you've got by full-length mirrors and go sideways so you can see where your knee is in conjunction to your ankle, and just try and keep your shin bone vertical.
Well, suck me sideways. Joe Byers is on. Hi, Joe.
Hey, hi, Joe. I was introduced to the principle of nutritionally balanced diet. You should have meat twice a week.
Twice a week? That
What? Want to be red, fish 3 times a week, and vegetarian twice a week. Oats 3 times a day. As freak, fast, and snacks basics. Would you agree? Sarah Marie, no.
No, we wouldn't.
What do you suggest for people with subluxification of joints, where ligaments need strengthening, but subluxation are risks due to a lack of soft tissue? Well, that's a whole big question there. I'm not too sure. Is it the nutrition one or is it the subluxification? I can't even say that word.
Lee Cooley, I haven't seen any of your questions. My apologies. Thanks for nothing. No, don't go in a huff. Right, Dijon Jones. Hi mates, I'm 52. What's the best way to maintain muscle and the major muscle? Basically, if you're 52, you want to be looking at all the sort of supplements and foods that are going to promote testosterone. So we've actually been loving. You get this new, but I don't think new.
It's fairly old, but we've
It's new to us.
New to us.
D-aspartic acid. So it's D, there's a dash or hyphen?
Yeah, D hyphen.
Hyphen, aspartic acid, which is really good for promoting testosterone. So get yourself some of that. Arginine, go and get some arginine. All these things you can get in your local health stop. And zinc for guys. There we go.
And just maintaining health for a lot of other ones. So just vitamin D, make sure you get a good dose of vitamin D coming in, and some omega-3 fatty acids.
Lee Cooley asked a dumb question, just trolling, ignore her. You sure it's a her? Maybe a he. You guys rock, plus you sound delicious. Please don't eat us, we're only for display purposes.
Please explain glutes workout as I missed it. Roderick, we just directed people to our YouTube video, how to get great glutes. So just go and check that out. What is it, Tilly Pups?
Great glutes. You play PlayStation or Xbox? Nintendo actually, Dixie. He doesn't play either. Plays for himself.
I don't play games.
He doesn't play games. You gotta look right at the camera when you say that. Stephen doesn't play games.
Now there's a good question there. Is there a safe workout that will reverse the effects of kyphosis? It depends on if your bones are fused or not. A lot of the time kyphosis can just be sort of postural, and the spine is still mobile. I've worked with people in the past where their spine is just fused and there's literally nothing you can do other than break their back, which you obviously don't want to do. But if your spine is still mobile, then absolutely do sort of more skydiver based movements. Deadlifts can be very good.
Now Mitch 9190210, whatever the name was, Mitch was asked about intermittent fasting. I love, we both love intermittent fasting. There's lots of different ways you can do it. At the moment, I've really been enjoying, which is working for me, which is time restricted dieting. So for me, I cut out my food about 6 or 7 p.m. at night, and I fast right through till about 7 in the morning. Ideally, I would fast through till 9. I do a 14-hour fast, but it doesn't always work out that way. I find that's been working great for me, because I guess in the evenings previously I was eating too many calories. So by fasting each night or not eating anything beyond a certain point, it's working quite nicely. Would you prefer an 18, 22-hour fast? What do you do?
I prefer a 24-hour fast once a week. If I want to do it.
That's the end of that question. There you are, Mitch. So yes, if you
easier.
like intermittent fasting, lots of different ways you can do 24-hour fast, 18-hour fast, ridiculously 3-day long fast, or time restricted dieting.
Yep.
So there you are. Hello from France. When do you come to see us in Paris? We're waiting for you guys. It's funny you say that, actually. I was just talking to a client. They were just back from France, and I've never been.
Never been to France?
Never been to France.
Paris is definitely worth visiting, but I went to Lyon to see my friend Mark, which was really nice as well. It was kind of strange though, because like we went out and it was, I can't remember what the temperature was. I mean, it was cold, but it wasn't freezing cold.
Right.
But then the wind chill factor, and it was just something really strange about the wind. And you went out and you're like, Jesus, it was like, it wasn't like Jesus. I mean, Jesus lives in a hot country, but it was It was pretty cold.
Well, the closest I've come to France was those chicken goujons we had earlier, right? That's funny in my head. I'm sorry.
Goujon. Sorry, I'm busy reading comments.
Stephen can't multitask because he doesn't play games.
As soon as I try and read comments, maybe we should actually just swap, because I'm reading comments. I'm like, yeah.
Stephen doesn't play games.
There's a bunch of I can't figure out if this one's a troll or not, so I'm just going to ignore it. It looks like a genuine question, but I was like, yeah, it could be a troll, so I'm just going to leave it.
Don't feed the trolls.
It's either ignore it or get the snow globe back out again, so I'll just ignore it.
Yeah, well.
Fasting, that doesn't include water, right? Yeah, absolutely. You can drink water. Unless you're Muslim and you're doing Ramadan and you don't have water. That's their fast.
When I found that out about Ramadan, I was baffled, because I understood that Ramadan they didn't eat food during daylight hours.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise there was no water either. That would be tough.
Nothing passes the lips.
Yeah. But trolls need feeding too, Stephen Perry. Best place to visit in Scotland, Jessica. Whoa, that's such an open-ended question. Depends what you're into. If you're into castles, we've got plenty of those. I think from an outsider coming in, if you went to somewhere like Edinburgh, you get a nice taste of culture. But at the same time, we'd probably recommend getting a tour of the Highlands, because then you get a real feel to what Scotland's really like, the open spaces and whatnot. So,
hang on, I'm trying to see this person's original comment. You guys ignore. 2 seconds. You carry on.
Sharon Hunt, hi from Nova Scotia. Some advice on the best sources of fibre and healthy fats. Good sources of fibre, porridge oats if you can get them. You want to get a good balance between soluble and insoluble fibre, so you need your roughage and you need soluble fibre, which you get from oats and fruits. A good source of your fats, get your good fish in there, oily fish, good source of fats, avocados, nuts, yeah. Nuts. No, yeah.
There's somebody who's got really upset on Facebook because I ignored her comments, which to be fair were boring as fuck. I didn't actually see them until I saw the last one. It's like, fine, bye. Ignorance is not a virtue.
So long, farewell.
You've just lost my money. Like, really?
You don't pay any money.
We're not selling anything at the moment. Like, your comments were terrible. I've just scrolled back. There's like, what did I miss? And they were just boring. I'm like, okay.
Jesse Medina, have you seen the trailer to the Kingsman prequel? It's called The King's Man. And are you big moviegoers? We absolutely love our movies, Jesse.
I've not actually seen the trailer, but I've seen the thumbnail for the trailer. It looks...
Which counts as kind of seen. We love our movies, Jesse. Absolutely love it. I haven't seen the trailer. Stephen's seen the thumbnail for the trailer.
Yeah.
And that's it. But I loved the first Kingsman. The second one, I suppose it was quite good. The prequel might be really good. I love the fact it goes a whole kind of bullet time fighting. I like that. The fact that they're gentlemen fighters. Quite like that. But yes, love our movies. I absolutely love our movies.
Cool. So Silverhawks is saying basically people are answering your questions about them being gay. They are not. They are both married to women, and Rab has a couple of kids.
And so does
Stephen. And I have kids too.
Yeah. Stephen's also got kids.
Do you like the show Outlander? I actually did like it. I still do like it. It was boring on the second or the third season.
Well, I switched off.
The one that went to France, I got a little bit bored, but I seen it through, and I'm glad I did because now they're in America, and it's pretty good again.
See, I saw it when they went to France, and because he bumps back into Randall Boy, right? In France, does he not?
Yes,
Jack Randall.
Yeah.
And I remember there was that kind of. And other than that, that's as far as I saw, and I was like, yeah, I lost track of it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
First couple of seasons were amazing. Though.
When they go back to America, it's really, really good.
Man, they got Bonnie Prince Charlie so right. What a wanker. I mean, when you watch that, you're like, man, it's how I imagined him to be. And then when I watched it, I was like, yeah, he's a twanger. Steve's a wee private joke with
That's just, some people are just like flicking all over the place. Anyway, carry on.
Is it trolls, is it?
No, it's just
Oh, alright.
Alright, okay.
Anyway.
For real, motivation first, but the eye candy is so nice. Amy Federer. Are you married to Roger?
And if so, commiserations on the Wimbledon final.
I know, everyone wanted Roger to win. Didn't they watch Wimbledon? It was really good.
Bonnie the Bunny. Hello. There's a bunny there.
You heard my rabbit joke.
You got any carrots?
You'll hear it one day.
Ron saying, having internet problems here, catch you later, coaches. That counts as going in the huff, Ron.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding, I'm just messing, Ron.
Josh Ramsey saying, insane match. Yes, it was. It was something like...
Lie down.
Was it 5 hours? Close to 5 hours? I think it was. And Roger had like 2 championship points, and he blew them. Can't say anything about this guy.
Roger blew him in the final.
Burt Wheels. That sounds like a business. Like Burt Wheels.
Oh, well.
She says hi.
What do you like? What do we like? What? Bonnie the Bunny? Or Bunny the Bunny?
You guys are better than Outlander. Mindy, thank you very much.
Yeah.
What season are you referring to them? Them all?
Would it matter? Would it matter?
Yeah, 4 hours and 57 minutes. Yeah. So obviously Josh watched it as well. It was insane.
Which one?
The Roger Federer and Djokovic final.
There was years ago, in fact it'd be 10 years ago now, because I was working David Lloyd's in Edinburgh at the time. There was that longest ever match, and it was something like a quarter final or semi final Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And or no, maybe it wasn't even Wimbledon, maybe it was Australian Open. But anyway, these two guys were at it.
Were they at it?
They were at it.
Yeah.
And it went on, and they I think it went on till like 11 o'clock at night or whatever. The next day they played one guy, one of them won, but then he was so exhausted when he then had to play his next match, he got absolutely cream crackered. Because he was just gassed.
Yeah. Yeah, unless it's the final. If you're ever going to play the winner of a match, you want it to go on like that because there's just no recovering from that in a couple of days.
Not at that
You need
professional
a week,
level.
no, you need a week.
Plus in the heat as well, and Jesus, I can't remember how many sets it was, but it'd be about 10 years ago. Somebody wants to look it up, and it was a
Ronan
crazy
West saying, "Love you guys.
way.
Do you drink coffee, Andrea?" Yes, we do.
Did you guys ever decide when and where you're going to come to the US? We've not decided the when yet, but we actually started putting a list together of where we were going to go. We've got a few projects in the pipeline that might mean we're over there sooner than expected.
Some great projects.
Ultimately, what we agreed on is we need a solid. If we were to come up and visit places, it'd be good if we put on some sort of event at each location, whether that was either a book signing or a motivational speech or something at each location, so that
Not that we have a book.
not that we have a book,
Yeah.
and not that we have motivational speaking, but they would have then something that we're going for at each place, which would be handy. So,
Tony is saying, "Thanks again for the pen and keep up the work. It's in a class of its own. I love reposting in hot gym hunks."
is it Tony that's doing that?
Is it hot gym hunks? I thought it was hot hairy hot hunks.
No, it's hot gym hunks.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you hot hairy hunks as well. Pretty sure. I swear you got hot hairy hunks or something on Instagram.
Oh, Uncle Frank's on.
No, it's Frankie on. Is
He's
he?
talking to the Yummy Mummy and Joe, I think.
Come to the Arnold Classic.
Would love to.
Those guys would make us look small though, right?
We would look tiny.
Yeah, we would look like these guys. We're just not the fitness guys.
Although saying that, a lot of these bodybuilders aren't necessarily tall. They're just massive, as in.
Yeah.
Like, I think the average height's maybe 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
So still taller than me,
That's
like.
short. But that's pretty short, right?
But they're just slabs of muscle, these guys. Jesus. You couldn't do that for too long, could you?
Emily Mitten, you're going to get the snow globe in a second if you carry on like that.
What is she saying?
She says, "You need to come to Kansas, do some kilted yoga in the Flint Hills."
Oh,
I think
Emily.
that's the
That's a shame globe.
shame globe for you.
You need to learn the difference between the Kilted coaches and the Kilted yogis. And more importantly, realise who came around first.
Yes.
So use the time now during the shame globe.
You think about what you have done.
That's quite bad, isn't it? Because the Kilted coaches came first. Too right we did. Kenneth Larson's on, clan member. We're just enjoying the shame globe for, what was her name, Emily?
Emily Mitten.
We don't say much until the song's finished.
Emily Mitten.
Emily.
Still going.
It's
It's a proper shame for you.
It's a proper shame.
It's a shameful comment. Just terrible.
Slowing down.
Workout for weak legs.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
You're
there we
out
go.
the shame
Right.
globe now,
Right.
Emily. There we are.
Emily, you can come out and raise your head up high. You're
Yes.
forgiven.
For now.
Just don't let it happen again.
Ever. Not even if there's a fire.
Do you have an older brother that's single?
I do, actually.
Yeah, actually, do, don't you?
Yeah. He doesn't look anything like me, though.
Now, there was a good question there. Oh, no, what was it? Workout for weak legs.
Ooh.
Squats, lunges, deadlifts.
Surely you'd want to work out for strong legs, though, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to work for weak legs.
Oh, somebody decided to buy their first... What's this? Mark saying, "Hello gents, I decided to buy my first bottle of scotch. Any recommendations?" Well, we're a big fan of the Glenlivet, Mark. We're currently drinking the Balvenie.
Yep.
Have you drank whiskey before? If so, then you'll know whether you like a smooth one or whether you like a peaty one.
There's all sorts of different flavours really, but that's
Yeah.
the two sort of ends of the spectrum. Depending on what kind of mood you're in as well.
Do you have ideas about your fan base in Brazil? How do you mean, do you have ideas?
Yeah.
Don't know what you mean by that question. Perhaps it was lost in translation. More than likely.
Emily's.
Is she out the shame?
Yeah, Emily, you're 100% out the shame corner now.
Oh, I should come back in
yeah,
style.
she says, haha, I've been shamed, my life is complete.
Oh, that's, you've got to do it with a smile on your face, Emily, then you're
Yeah.
recovered, eh?
What are your views on vibro plates?
Vibroplate. Somebody asked that the other day, actually.
Yeah, they're like. They're probably good for some things, just not fitness.
Well, years ago, when I worked at David Lloyd's, we went down to London and we did a course on them, and it was one of the hardest workouts I'd done at the time. I think, in fact, yeah, it was bloody tough. Because this guy knew how to then maximise it. Now, he was telling us, apparently, and it was interesting because it wasn't run, at the time, PowerPlate was the one we were using. But this course wasn't run by PowerPlate. But he was saying the actual technology was designed by NASA originally because of the astronauts in space with muscle wastage. So it was they designed it because it mimics gravity when the vibrations happen. And the reason they never ever put it, or used it for the astronauts, was the equipment, there was no way to make it lighter. They need a big heavy block to then vibrate and make the whole plate go.
If somebody's floating, if somebody's vibrating, it still doesn't make a difference, does it?
Apparently it does, that's how they mimic it. So
Unless it's strapped them onto this plate.
I guess so. But ultimately what they were saying was it was too heavy. They needed to be a certain weight for it to vibrate to be effective, and it just wasn't then cost effective. But the technology was there. So I had a really tough workout when I did it, but in terms of space and...
Also depends on what you're doing it for. Something's designed, if that's true, if it's designed for NASA for the astronauts, just because the astronauts are doing it because that's all they can do to get this sort of tension through the muscles, doesn't mean that we should be doing it down here. I'm a big believer of functional movement and fitness. If you want to be fit into old age and if you want to have muscle that actually serves a purpose, then unless you're training to be in an earthquake environment where everything's going to be shaking all the time, then I can't see it.
I mean, ultimately though, the biggest mistake people make with these plates is they stand on them and they think it's working them out. It's not. You have to work when you're on them. That means if you're on it doing press-ups, you're pressing up and down when you're on it, or holding with the elbows bent. You just lock out. So you've got to work on them. But I'd much rather have a good, solid, natural workout.
Trisha McDonald, well, I'm in Scotland, but for the life of me, I didn't think these two would have a swally at 4:20.
It's whiskey o'clock
Any time is drinking time, in Scott, I suppose. Trisha, absolutely. Sometimes it just calls for a whiskey.
Oh, I'd probably miss some more YouTubies, it's hard. Somebody smokes 20 cigarettes, drink 10 pies, live off table kebabs, pizza, and I never train. I'm 34. Do you think I will live to 40? I would maybe think about making some changes there, TG, sorry. I would definitely think about introducing slowly exercise, nothing too great. Maybe even something like getting out walking more. Cut back on those cigarettes 100%. Takeaways, reduce them as much as possible. It's not so much, I mean, you might think, oh, I made it to 40, or you might even make it beyond 40, you just never know. However, your quality of life is going to go out the window, and then this walking that I'm describing will be going to the doctors and back constantly. Then you'll end up on medication, the medication will have side effects. People think they can get away with things for so long. You can only abuse your body so much before your body starts abusing you back.
I don't know if that's saying this to us. Stop being such a dick, dude.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's talking to us or somebody else.
Probably me, I'm the dick. So.
Gillian Tolman saying, just want to say thank you for sharing your knowledge on fitness and nutrition. Hoping for more videos on nutrition. You guys are something. You didn't finish that sentence. We are something, but you're welcome. And we will absolutely share more videos on nutrition coming up.
Yeah.
We've got our Kilted Coach's kitchen now. We found a awesome little spot that we can do it out in the woods, and it's got this natural sort of, well, the trees falling over, and it just makes an ideal bench for doing food videos.
Now Brent's asking, have we ever done skydiving?
No, I've done a parachute jump, but I've never done skydiving.
I've never done either. Yeah. I think the initial jump for the parachute jump, was it single or were you tandem?
Single.
So that initial jump must be quite scary, is it not?
Well, yeah, it's funny because I was psyched up for it. I was like totally ready, and we're up in the plane, and I was out my little group. I think there was maybe 8 of us, and I was the first person in our group to be jumping out the plane. I was totally psyched up for it. I was like, yeah. And the guy who was like the instructor, he was like, right, how you feeling about this? And I was like, yeah, absolutely fine, great. He's like, awesome, you'll do fantastic. But then before in the plane, there was I think 3 or 4 skydivers. So they've obviously got to go out first, because if we go out first, we had the static line.
Right.
So if we went out first, they would be then skydiving onto parachutes. And have to try and avoid it. So they had to go out first, obviously. Right? So I'm totally psyched up. I'm like, yeah, I'm the first of the group to go. And I'm like, yeah, totally ready for it. And then they just slide this big door open on the plane. you're sitting in this tiny little plane, slide the big door open, and all you can see is like Earth. And I was like, all right, okay, that looks not too bad. But it was when the skydivers jumped out, they just went, whee! And I was just like, oh, fuck. And I was like, okay, but then because you go through like this training process, and we used like this mock-up plane on the ground, and there was like this sequence when you're like, okay, hand, foot, knee, yeah, ready to go, and then you jump and you go 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, check canopy, and you check your canopy, make sure you're not twisted or anything else, and you go. I remember I was like, right, don't think about it, Stephen, just do what you've practiced. I was like, right, hand, foot, 1,000!
Lie down now.
It's funny.
Well, I remember there was this show called The Jump. I think it was ski jumping. Ski jumping, you would call it, yeah, right. I'm sure it was either Linford Christie, but I think it was Colin Jackson. Anyway, sprinter.
Colin Jackson was the hurdler, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think one of them was on the show, whichever one, I forget which way around. And whichever one it was saying how like they were psyched up, sport mentality, and he went down the jump and he got right to the end, and his mind wanted to do it and his legs didn't. And he saw it, but afterwards he just gave out at the very last bit. He said, I was all set for making that jump and my legs just didn't want to do it. And it reminds me of, it was a birthday trip a long time ago with an ex-partner, and she took me around this high ropes course, and I was fine going on to it, but man, I was so tense. I'm fine with heights, but then clearly internally I'm not. So I'm going on all these single wires and I'm so tense, gripping on, and I remember like there was only 2 of us on the course, and I got to the very last bit where you had to jump. It was like a trapeze line. You had to jump, grab it, swing across, right? Yeah. So it was like what, only you could run, jump, catch it and swing, but of course it's like a 30-foot drop or whatever. You thing is, you're strapped in, but
it's still,
you're strapped in. Like.
How's it go?
And I'm not kidding you, I was like, yeah, I'm fucking ready, I'm born ready. And I ran to the edge, and my head jumped, my hands went up, my legs just went boom. And the guy that the sort of guide that was taking us round, I'll never forget, because I saw him, he was just all crossing a platform, and he was like I just completely missed it by about 4 foot because the legs just did not jump. And down I went. I was like, why am I not getting there? Then I went, and of course then my harness kicked in and I was swinging back and forth like a wanker. I was like, oh man. And that's when I realised, holy shit, like my mind wanted to do that. I was psyched. My legs were like, fuck that.
Patricia Elliott Nye Taurus saying, what's RAB short for? Because he's only got little legs.
It's Rabius Maximus Gluteus, whatever it is.
It's actually the big Rabowski.
Yeah. Ryota, cool name by the way. Do you guys go to massage sometime? Yep, Stephen just got massaged this morning actually.
Yeah, I get a massage every Thursday. I actually used to get a Thai massage up at Yoakum's place. So Yoakum, who was in our Pilates video, who did a Pilates for us.
Oh, we just re-released it again yesterday on Facebook.
He then did our How to Be Scottish video. So Yoakum runs the Pilates studio. He used to offer Thai massage. Not him personally, he used to get a Thai girl in to do it. Yeah. And I remember going up for a massage and I was like, yeah, I'll try this Thai massage. And I felt like I was in a wrestling match.
Oh really?
Like she had him on my front, but then like kneeling on me and like pulling my arms up behind me, so I was like, oh my god, yeah. And like twisting and turning me and pulling me, and I was just like, man,
do you not like have a safe word like I love Scampy, I love Scampy.
Scampy.
Yeah. I've always wanted a Thai massage when they walk on your back. I'd love it.
When they walk on your back, I'd love that. I think this is just weird.
Stephen Perry, there are a couple of friends. Somebody must be asking the G question.
Help with belly gut. Rest of me is fine, but belly constantly getting bigger. Trevor Moore, I can guarantee you're either drinking beer or having too much carbs. Probably too much bread. The faster you tend to find, this is not 100% accurate, but it's generally speaking it is, the quicker the release the carbohydrates, the more it goes onto your belly. So it's basically the insulin spot.
The quicker the release, the more it lands on your belly. Oh, Rab the child is in the house.
Always. Yeah, so you tend to things like sweeties and beer and bread and wheat-based products. It creates a big insulin response, and when you get that, you then get an influx of storage fat on your belly.
You're behind on your whiskey again, sir.
You finished yours?
Ah, you beat me.
You can pour it this time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I love your accents. I'm from Australia. We don't have accents.
I'm pretty sure you do, like. We don't have accents either.
Somebody from Australia saying I don't have an accent. It's like, yeah, good day, mate.
Is that even, everybody? I can't really fucking tell.
Laith Crow, if you don't mind me asking, how tall are each of you and what is your weight?
Ooh.
So I am 6 foot, exactly. And Rab hates it that I'm 6 foot.
No, I dispute that. I think he's like 5'11" and 2 ball hairs.
I'm 5'14".
I am 5'9". I think it's either 5'9" and a half. I'm not going to count halves because that's what ladies do. So I'm 5'9". We'll say 5'9".
I decided to cut out carbs for a bit. IBS related. Am I likely to lose weight too? Michelle Fogel. That's a cool name. Christ, where did I start with this? If you got IBS, it's not going to be carbohydrates. That's the problem. It's going to be a particular type of food, a source. So, cut out the main culprits or the main possibilities. So it's like wheat, dairy. You look at FODMAPs. Look that up on Google. And cut out a bunch of stuff and then slowly but surely reintroduce them. Like once you got rid of your IBS, cut out a bunch of food that you think might be causing it. Don't just cut out all carbohydrates. Like it's very unlikely that things like fruit, like berries and stuff like that, and most vegetables should be fine. But again, you can cut out a bunch of stuff. If you get rid of your IBS when you cut out some stuff, then great. You know it's one of them, and then slowly but surely reintroduce one at a time. And then when it flares back up again, you know it's been that, and you cut that out and then slowly but surely reintroduce the rest. If anything else flares up, you know it's basically called an elimination diet. If you want a bit more in-depth view on that, then just Google elimination diet.
Oh, Uncle Frank's called me out.
Oh.
He says, you won't count halves for yourself, but you will for Stephen. Well, no, my argument is that he's counting his halves. I think he's not quite 6 foot, but he's rounding up. That's what I'm saying, so... Oh well.
Natural, non-pasteurised sauerkraut will kick IBS right in the bollocks over 2 weeks. I can't pronounce your name, I'm going to call you Frankie. Franziskis. Yeah, sauerkraut is a really good source of probiotics, so absolutely it can help, but if you're already taking in the thing that's causing the IBS, then it might not have the same effect.
Oh, and Ken's on. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken. Which Ken?
Ali Ken.
Ali Ken?
Used to be a clan member once, but I'm pretty sure.
Cool. You're both doing well, still talking sense while the whiskey is kicking in. Julie Cunningham. Yeah, we're only on our third one today.
Is it the third?
I think it's our third. I poured 2, you poured 1.
Yeah, there we are. 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah. What is the best exercise for a bigger butt? George Lopez.
Big butts and I cannot lie.
The best exercise for a bigger butt is you kind of got to look at a combination. You've got to get it fired up first. So we were just talking earlier about activation of the glutes, where I got everyone to get on their knees because I'm a dick like that. Like everybody on your knees.
On your knees.
So make sure the glutes are activated, and then things like back squats and deadlifts can be very good.
Coyotes. Sorry, Coyote, I'm gonna make a laugh here. Is there a good way to get pasted? What he's meaning is there a good way to get past a weight loss plateau? But Coyote is funny. Is there a good way to get pasted? Yeah, plenty of whiskey will do the job. Like a weight loss plateau. Yes, Coyote. What you have to do is you have to analyse what you're doing and look to change things up. If you're doing too much cardio, switch it up, do more weights. If you're doing too many weights, not enough cardio, add in some cardio routine, look at the diet, change things around. You need to change something. If you've had a plateau, that's assuming everything you're doing is getting you no more results, basically.
Yeah. The other thing you've got to consider is a lot of people, and if you're interested in weight loss, a lot of people can fall into this trap of cutting out too many calories, and what happens is your metabolism will just drop slowly but surely. So I've seen people who come to us for advice And you start analysing their diet, and you're like, wow, you're only having 1,000 calories per day and you're not losing weight. Which tells me that their metabolism is only on 1,000 calories per day, which is really, really low for a male or a female. So if you're in that boat, sometimes the best thing you do is accept that you have to take a step forward, to take a step backwards to take 2 steps forward.
One back, 2 forward.
So it's maybe worth increasing your food through higher protein, healthy fats, lots of fibre, and try to boost your metabolism a little bit.
Now, Brian said, Rab and I are the same height and size, so you're the muscular size I want minus Quincy. What's the best exercise to tone and maintain? Well, it depends which muscle groups. If you want to tone and maintain, then basically what you could do is pick an exercise, pick a set of reps and rep it out basically. And if you just want to maintain, I always say you don't ever want to just maintain. You want to always improve, whether that means doing more reps or getting tighter or getting stronger or getting bigger, whatever it is you choose, you should always be trying to progress. If you just want to maintain, it means you want to stay at the same level. So ultimately, if you just did the same workout over and over and over, you would probably maintain.
I'm just going to give a wee shout out to Tim Mitchell, because he says, I mean, why is this even showing up on my feed? I never clicked on anything about anything Kilted before. Tim Mitchell, well, now that you've commented on one of our live feeds, and I've seen that you've commented a couple of times, it's going to show up more and more. So if you really don't like it, you maybe shouldn't have commented. But if you do like it, it's great to have you, bud.
Yeah, happy days.
But Tricia McDonald said probably because a friend is on the page and they have shared the live cam feed. So Tricia, yeah, that's probably right. One of Tim's friends has probably shared it or liked it or whatever. And Facebook just say, Tim, are you interested in watching this live feed too? Because your friend is. And because now you've commented, you've basically told Facebook this, yeah, you are interested. So,
now Kenneth Larson, who's one of our clan members, asking, is there a way to get past my dislike for cardio? Now, yeah, I'm assuming you mean it's long, monotonous, if you're doing sort of fat burning cardio. What I used to do is I used to break up into thirds. If I used to love the cross trainer when I was a member of a gym. And what I used to do was the first 15-20 minutes, I would listen to music. The second 15-20 minutes, I would people watch, which is interesting as hell, right? You just walk around the gym and just watch people like a creep. And the last 15-20 minutes, I'd either watch something on the screen, or I'd listen to music, or I'd play the little card game that's on the machine. But break it up into little chunks, and as you hit each milestone, it makes it easier. My cardio now is walking this little bitch down here. I know. So for me, it's constantly new and refreshing, so I don't really have that concern. Getting out and about sometimes helps. Yeah. You've got new fresh scenery all the time.
I typically don't do any cardio. If I've got something coming up, like a photo shoot, or if I'm going on holiday and I want to be a bit leaner, then 2 to 3 weeks prior to the event of whatever it is,
he starts Operation Ripped Wee Bastard.
I just get on the running. If I go running 3 or 4 times a week, then I get like seriously lean. But I do enjoy some conditioning work at the studio, so we've got like battle ropes and box jumps and sled pushes and boxing, and I much more prefer the high intensity stuff than the slow steady state.
Why are they called battle ropes?
Because you take them into battle.
Oh wait, that sounds cool, but why are they called battle ropes?
I don't know, you can't really be called like training ropes or exercise ropes or...
Battle ropes is like badass, right?
Because it's like whippy ropes, isn't it?
Why are they called whippy ropes?
Whippy ropes. What will give me energy? Calories, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about motivation? There's a lot that goes into that. Can't really answer that. Sorry. Why do you all wear kilts? Because our name wouldn't make sense if we didn't.
The trouser coaches, the trouser snakes. That's Justin Timberlake, isn't it? Trouser snake.
Justin Trouser Snake.
Justin Trouser Snake. Oh, we were going to ask a question, actually. Yeah, we were going to ask for everybody's advice. So for those of you that are on here that are members of our Patreon page. Now, our Patreon is our behind the scenes. It's a way of supporting the channel, effectively. And we've got 350 people that are very kind enough that make a subscription every month and support the channel. Now, what we try and do in return is we try and give as much content as we can to those loyal patrons. Now, if you want to become a patron, you go to www.patreon.com/the Kilted Coaches. Now, currently on there, we have a $1 tier. And for the $1 tier, you get our monthly calendar. We've got a $5 tier, which we've put on as behind the scenes Spot the Scot. And we've got a $25 tier, which is what our beer tier, which we're just filming recently. That's where we answer bespoke questions. But is there anything else you would want in the Patreon? For those patrons that are on there, or anyone that would be potentially a patron, what would you be looking for in a behind the scenes? Like, the behind the scenes videos are great because when we're filming, we put all the outtakes in there, we have a bit of chat, stuff that doesn't necessarily fit into a video, goes into the behind the scenes.
Very much like these live feeds, that we just sit down and we'll just chat and we'll answer questions and we'll have a bit of a blather. The behind the scenes is us just mucking around. There's nothing really specific about it. It's just a bit of a laugh, and people seem to really like it. But we're keen to add to what we're doing on Patreon because we enjoy chatting to people and we enjoy everything that comes from Patreon.
Now, Carol's saying, I'd like to pay in British pounds. Carol, it's PayPal that converts, so it won't matter really.
Yeah, it converts it. You are paying in British pounds. PayPal converts it for you. So don't worry about that.
Cooking segments. Dustin, we've actually got cooking segments as part of our main channel. We're looking at, because we do have our Kilted Coach's Kitchen, which is on the main element. We're trying to look for things that fall into the behind the scenes category, because otherwise we don't want to put everything behind the paywall. We don't want that.
Yeah.
We just want to give extra for those people that want to give extra back to us. Is the web page address on your page? So Margie, go to www.patreon.com/thekiltedcoaches and or go on to patreon.com and search for us and you'll find us that way. But yeah, we're looking for ideas that we can give more back, give more in return. For people that support the channel, we're looking for ideas. So currently we have a monthly calendar on the $1 tier. The $5 tier, we've got over 50 behind the scenes videos there, which I think are funny. The Spot the Squat puzzle, and you obviously get the calendar for the $5 tier. And then the $25 tier, you get all of the previous stuff, plus you get bespoke videos. So we're looking for ideas, basically.
And somebody saying, Angela Nicole saying, Rab, you are gorgeous.
Angela Nicole, well, you clearly know what you're talking about.
She clearly is a genius.
Oh, wait now. So, see if you go onto Google, this was hilarious. So this was ages ago, but if you search Rab Shields on Google, you will find that article.
The sexiest man alive.
This person went out their way to write an article.
A full blog post all about Rab.
And I remember at the time, when I read it, I shared it. I mean, obviously it was quite fucking vain of me.
I don't even think I got an honorary mention either.
But it was just the stuff that was said. The person went into detail about why I should win the award. And I jokingly said, well, nobody else won it that week. So that for that 1 week, I was...
Now, Kevina, that's a cool name as well. Kevina Cochina. Make us some bedtime story reading videos to rock us to sleep at night.
Oh!
Now, here's something for you, Kevina. We're actually revamping our Everlean product at the moment, which is our 12-week program. And one of the ideas that we had, so the nutrition advice and the exercise programs are fantastic. Really are, you get great results. We're tweaking it slightly just to yield slightly quicker results. But other than that, we're just making it cool. But one of the ideas we had was to do some meditations, guided meditations, taking you on adventures around our favourite spots in Scotland. And it's nothing to do with the video side of things, it's just our voices talking about, like, there's a little place called Maspy Den, which we've done a few videos in, and it's really nice. There's maybe 3 waterfalls, I think.
Yeah.
3 really nice waterfalls.
She's got a new patron!
Way!
Kieran Byrne! Way!
Kieran, you're a man.
Kieran, legend.
But yeah, so Maspy Den, there's like 3 waterfalls. The first 2 are really, really nice, but the third, which is actually the turning point in the whole walk, actually the walk goes behind the waterfall. It's really quite cool. So we thought, could we do like a little guided tour of our favourite spots, just so
like
people
a virtual walk in
because like, as much as we don't hear our accents, we get a lot of comments saying, oh, I love your accent. I'm like, well, why don't we just talk more about and put these recordings on the app for people to download. So that's one of our ideas. Kavina, you should join our clan because you're going to get that soon.
Now, I don't know, somebody asked on YouTube there about they are a member of Patreon but haven't logged in for a while. You would have to take that up to Patreon. We don't have your Patreon account is with Patreon. You're just supporting our channel through Patreon. So go to Patreon and request to reset your password. That's the only way you can do it, basically.
Yeah, it's not with us. Now, actually, Kieran Byrne is actually just commenting saying, I just became a Patreon. Yes, you did.
Kieran, you're a legend. Thank you.
Donald saying you guys are awesome.
Haggis Guru. Hey guys, gotta give a shout out to the Haggis Guru.
Christina Parker saying meow.
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 Meow. Meow. Meow, meow. So yeah, if you've got more ideas for Patreon or things you'd like to see, or not things you'd like to see, things that you think we would likely do for you. It gets worse.
And don't say get on your knees.
Yeah, just because we want to just give back as much as we can. We want to keep it interesting. Plus, we want to know, because we tried 2 different ways of behind the scenes. One time, we do kind of a sort of edited video, and other times we just set the camera up and let you just see the whole thought process behind it all. And we don't know what's more popular. Sometimes people said, oh, they quite like seeing the thought process behind it, but then on the other hand, you're like, well, it's quite a long video for people when they're bored.
Yeah, so we stopped doing that. There's a bunch of comments. What supplements do you use pre and post workout? Pre-workout, I just use coffee.
Yeah. Do you remember that? We actually did a pre-workout once.
Yeah, there's a video on our YouTube. Is it on Facebook as well? Can't remember.
In fact, I'll tell you a funny story, because we got these sachets of sachet of this pre-workout. What it was called, Ultimate Beast, or what, I don't know what the fuck it was called.
Can't remember.
Anyway, it was crazy. I took one the other day. Now I'm right into my war games and making models. And I swear to God, I had one in the morning, because there was a whole bunch. I think it was probably because it was off date as well. Like, but never mind. I was like, oh, I'll have that because I was tired. Man, I had an okay workout. It was fine, but then afterwards, my hand was like this, and I'm trying to glue. Now these are fiddly models, they're fine cast, and I'm like trying to glue this tiny bit together. My hands are doing this. I'm like, fucking hell. And I messaged Liam, because Liam's into the same models, the same game as I am. And I was like, I tell you what, never take a pre-workout and try and do it. Well, I wasn't painting, but Christ, I wouldn't be able to paint, because when I do paint with these models, it's a very fine brush. Couldn't do it. I'd be like,
I'm in by myself and my hands won't stop shaking. What can I do instead?
I sent the wife to the shops and enjoyed myself. Lie down.
Post-workout though, we would just do a protein shake. I specifically do protein with creatine and some instant oats. Get the carbs in, get the creatine in.
He sows his oats.
I actually drink the oats. Get it down my throat.
Get it down, you lad. Get it down, you. Lie down, darling. Lie down.
Coffee soda. Yeah, that's fine. There's a bunch of others. Chris, you guys are commenting way too
Rab and
fast.
Stephen been trying to think of something, but what about you each do a day in life vlog? That's a really good idea, Stephen.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. So Stephen, if you want a day in the life,
Should we do that?
Yeah. So for those that are on our Patreon or those that want to become patrons, would you like to see a day in the life of, and literally just, I mean, it might be quite a long video, but what the hell, just film everything.
Well, the thing is, you film the important stuff. Right?
Like
what you're having for
breakfast,
breakfast, when you're
supplements.
training, that you're going to see clients.
Yeah, we could do. That's a great idea, Stephen. Yeah.
Yep, cool. We'll do that.
Right, Stephen. So we will film a day in the life of, and we'll put that onto Patreon as a behind the scenes. Good idea. See, that's fucking awesome. Very
I
handsome
second
guys.
Robin's question. What was Robin's question?
Sorry.
Are either of you married?
Yep, both married.
Yeah, we're both married.
Okay, so guys need to join so I can see my ideas come to fruition. Yes, Stephen, go and join now. In fact, Stephen, I don't know if you've been a patron before, but there's over 50 behind the scenes videos there. Like, you'll be there.
Oh yeah. Just go do it.
Yeah, get it
behind
done.
the scenes. I want to see
I'd pay the
GoPro videos
world.
of the dog's day.
Stephen,
Should we
don't.
strap the GoPros to the dogs?
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
I would pay the water bill.
You go for it, bud.
When I come back, I expect the whiskey poured.
Oh, he's fast with the whiskey today. Thirsty. Right, the question is for Stephen. What is your reason for not doing cardio, and do you find that it plays against you or make you more winded during your workouts? I guess, how often do you do cardio? So Lath Crow, the reason I don't do much cardio is because I'm trying to get a little bit more muscle on me, and I'm a natural ecto stroke mesomorph. It's, if you're not into body types, there's ectomorph, mesomorph and endomorph, and the endomorph is a typical sort of sumo wrestler style. It's like shorter and fatter, and your typical ectomorph is your skinny sort of basketball player look, and then the mesomorph in the middle is kind of like your rugby player look. Okay, so you've got the 3 different types, and you've got everything in between. Now I'm slightly between an ectomorph and a mesomorph. I'm tall and slim, and I can put a little bit of muscle on. I find it very difficult though. So whereas Rab just has to sort of think about doing some weight training, and he gets bigger. He's a bastard like that. Whereas I'm naturally leaner and I can get abs really, really easily, whereas Rab struggles. Oi! Oi! And so the reason I don't do cardio is cardio is then going to increase my calorie expenditure on a day-to-day basis, and I need a calorie surplus to put on muscle. So I have to eat a lot. Like at the moment, I'm trying to put on this muscle. I put on a bit. I know. I've been talking. That's a good question. So for me to put on muscle is very, very difficult. So I put on about 5 kilograms in the past little while, which has been really tough, and I'm just I'm eating all day and it's quite uncomfortable. The training side of things is easy though. I say it's easy, it's difficult, but so anyway, that's the reason I don't do cardio, is because it just makes me eat even more to put on muscle.
I know what this guy was saying, something about GoPros. If you had GoPros, you would know how the dog ended up in the stinky pit. Oh God, yeah, Coyote, that's very true, yeah. I need to come to Santa Monica.
Is the whiskey finished, mate?
Now, Stephen, did you sign up yet? I didn't know if you had yet. I've missed it. And I know that Mr. Clark doesn't watch that.
Ectomorph seeking mesomorph here. Pete Strachan. Yeah. Most ectomorphs want to be mesomorphs and most endomorphs want to be mesomorphs. Everybody wants to be a fucking mesomorph. Everybody wants to be like Rab.
Anne in the clan is on. Hello, Anne. Hope you're doing well, my dear. It's 5 to 5, so I know Anne likes her whiskey actually. Maybe
Anne does like the whiskey, yeah.
Are you joining us for a wee dram?
Yeah, she might do. What motivates you to work out in the rain? Nothing motivates us to work out in the rain, but we're just motivated to work out. If it's raining, it's raining. If it's sunny, it's sunny. If it's snowing, it's snowing. We don't care. We're just motivated to train because we like training.
Yeah. Train in the rain. That's a video right there.
Hoist a shot with me.
Who's that?
Kenneth Harrington. We Collie's bulk up. Eh? Karen Collie. Box for 2 years, help lean up some muscles. Karen, sounds awesome.
What kind of whiskey are you drinking? So Daniel, we're drinking the Balvenie. Or Balvenie.
Do you have it? Oh, everyone's interested in your brother now, by the way.
Are they?
Do you have an older brother, Rab, who's single? Yes, he does.
We don't look like we're related though, so you're like, really? You're lying. Stephen Perry signed up.
Hey.
Stephen, you went for the beer tier. Good
Happy
lad.
days. Oh, I better plug my phone in. 2 seconds.
He's going to plug his phone in. So,
Without
Stephen,
flashing.
you're actually going to be able to take advantage of our beer tier, which means you can ask bespoke questions. So, happy days. We've just actually been filming the beer tier. Our man Joe Byers is usually right on there. The deed is done. Stephen, you're a legend. Thanking you. So Stephen has come up with the great idea of doing a day in the life of, and we'll put it onto our Patreon page.
Yeah.
And who came up with the idea for the GoPros on dogs?
I don't know actually who said that.
That's genius.
That's a good idea.
The doggy cam. The Nala cam. The Nala cam.
Cheers from Canada. What's your opinion on using keto to lose weight? We've done a bunch of videos on that before.
Plus we answered it early in the stream.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if you can maintain it and stay in ketosis, great. If it's for you, fine. I would find it difficult to follow it long term, and given that it takes 2, sometimes 3 weeks to be in full ketosis, not many people actually get in ketosis when they think they are.
Now, Linda Stens Seidel saying, I will say it again, he looks like 007. I don't know who she's referring to though.
I think they talk about me with my hairy chest.
Ah.
And it's from Connery's 007.
Yeah, well, I would say Austin Powers.
Oh, well, for you! Fair, maybe that's what she meant actually, right? Keto works great. Yeah, I mean, if you can maintain keto, great. You'll do great with it. But
what are you doing?
She's just like your elbow.
No, she's nosing me. You want some attention, do you? You want some attention?
Yeah. What you talk about today, and we are talking about the meaning of the universe. Be ready for the answer. It's so impounding. No, we're just chatting shit.
Lie down,
as usual. For a change.
Lie down.
Be honest with you. Lie down, darling.
Yeah, to be honest,
we're also talking about ideas for our Patreon or behind the scenes. Got a lot of new patrons, and it's what kind of content would people like to see. Stephen Perry came up with the idea that we're going to do a day in the life of, so we're going to do videos for that for behind the scenes. Someone else recommended putting GoPros on the camera while we're filming, see what they see, so that's fine.
GoPros on the dogs.
What did I say?
GoPro on the camera.
If you put a GoPro on the camera, you'll see pretty much the same thing the camera sees, right? But yeah.
Where's the wifey going?
Yeah. Put the GoPros on the wives for the day.
Put the GoPro on the wife. Looking pumped up there, guys. Connery impression.
Oh, there's a brilliant. I can't remember which James Bond it's in. He doesn't say anything, but it's just a genius line. The girl's in the bathtub, and he's sitting in the bathroom with her, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And he's obviously sprung in on her. He's like, "Can you hand me something to put on?" She's clearly been in a towel. He hands her the fucking sandals. I'm like, "Oh man, that's solid gold."
Bond moment.
How old are you guys, Daniel? I am 35, and Stephen is 45.
I'm 42.
Are you 36?
I'm 36.
Yeah, but you'll be 37 in...
I'll be 37 in December.
And I'll still be 35.
Yes, do the dog one.
Must be the GoPro.
I have no idea.
Must be the GoPro camera.
Mi gustaría verlos sin las Kilted.
Hey, Matt's on intermittent fasting. So Matt, we've just discussed that. We love it. I love time restricted dieting, which means I cut out my meals after 6 right through. Stephen loves a 24-hour fast.
Yeah, 24-hour fast once a week is awesome for me. I just like the idea of I don't have to think about food until the evening.
Yeah, fasting is... Do you know, the research into it is huge at the moment, or recently, and yeah, swear by.
So
Greetings
somebody's
from Texas,
asking,
Jerry.
Christ, where was it? It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, Stephen Perry. If you don't know who is who, Stephen's the ginger one on the left.
Oh, come on! Clearly they've never been to Scotland and actually seen a ginger, right?
Stephen's blonde. That's what's funny, because there is some, mind you, there's sometimes we've done videos and it does look like you're red.
There's a little bit of ginger in my beard.
But if you're, like right now, he couldn't be more blonde. He's like, it's like that line out of Fight Club. You're so fucking blonde.
Yeah.
When I look at him, that plays, the whole Jared Leto thing plays in my head.
I think they know it winds me up though, that's why people say
Oh, you're too fucking blonde, that's what it is, yeah.
Randolph is saying, why are you always drinking?
Because we like
to stay hydrated.
It's health and happiness, right? You're going to get kicked out of Patreon. Hell no, Uncle Frank. We're not going to kick our Steve out of Patreon. Well,
Julie Cunningham.
I look after Patreon, so I won't kick you out for calling him Ginger.
Now, Julie Cunningham, she says, Steve...
Shame Globe.
Is a dirty blonde.
Shame Globe. Steve, was that with a V?
Aye.
I'm sorry. This is a shame.
The second part of that sentence is true. It is dirty blonde. Or
this
maybe
is a shame Globe.
Or maybe I'm just a dirty blonde, but...
He's just dirty. He's Stephen with a PH.
Stephen with a PH. It's never Steve, ever.
What's Ken saying?
This is for you, Julie.
Kenneth's asking how many calories is in the whiskey. We're going to ponder that while Julie's in the Shane Globe.
Julie, I hope you're thinking about what you've done.
Julie, please don't ever call him Steve with a V again.
Even Tilly is thinking bad things about you right now.
She's like, fuck's sake.
She's
Julie.
like, what the hell did she say?
I know. Nala's fucking taking cover. She's like, fuck this.
She's like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
She's off. Right, Julie, you're forgiven. Done.
Look, Kenneth Larson, Fativen. So if you're on YouTube, Kenneth done Stephen with a PH, Fativen. Well done. Do you know what? There's the opposite to the Shane Globe. What's he getting? High five. Kenneth, that was genius. Fativen.
Yeah, we can always make a new thing. If somebody makes us laugh, somebody comes with a genius comment, we pour more whiskey. But we've run out of whiskey.
That's going to happen to you in like Starbucks sometime, yeah. Stephen with a PH. Fativen.
Yeah. Fativen. Have you ever seen that? There's actually a photo on Facebook somewhere. It's like it was a whole Starbucks thing. It's the dog with the overbite. It's like that. It's like Fativen.
Oh, what's my mummy saying? So glad I caught a live feed. Lunchtime here at Mummy Daycare. Have a great night. You have a great day, Cheryl. Have an awesome day. Oh, and we loved your wee man doing the, what do they call it? The sloss? Is it a sloss? The what's that dance move?
The floss.
What did I call it?
The sloss. Wait. The fuck? This is for rap. You think about what you just said.
Shit, yeah. Shame. Everybody write shame. Shame. Shame.
Julie Cunningham, she's literally just stepped foot out of the shame corner and she's like, the floss. She's taking a
She's
piss.
like, nah. Rab, you're in the shame globe. Rab's in the shell shop.
Julie said, oops, sorry, my brother is Stephen, but we'll call wanker.
That must mean she's
calling herself a wanker, I think. Yeah.
Right, I will not make that mistake again. It's clearly the floss. I am out the shame globe. It's a dance move my wife wants to film me doing because I am feckin' hopeless.
Everyone's like, shame.
Michael's got the big block capitals. Nobody's shaving, Michael. It's all right. Don't shave. Leave that hair alone.
This is a shave.
Shame. No, it's the shame globe. It's for shame. Oh, shame. Poor Michael. It's the accent. Yeah, Michael, it's the shame globe. He thought it was the shave globe. Michael, yeah, we feel your pain.
Pete Strachan
Poor
saying,
Michael.
Pete Strachan saying, floss with a PH. That deserves a whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
We've none left.
Why are you shaming Rab? Because I said it was called the sloss, so I deserve to go in the shame globe because it's the floss.
It's just shameful.
Yeah.
It's just shameful.
I don't know. Is it shame, or shave, or shave? I like Sir Davis. It's the shame.
Julie says you have to do the floss dance now.
No, I'm going to save it one day till I'm absolutely spangled. And then I'll give it a go. I'm terrible at it. Some people can do it. My daughter can do it and I can't.
So we'll have a serious question. Do we want a serious question?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do a serious question. Hi guys from Vermont. I have a question. I have fibromyalgia and joint damage. It's difficult for me to lift a lot of weight, but I still want to be fit. How can I be successful or do beginner workouts to be fit? So Jamie Porter, first of all you have to go pop over to our YouTube and we've got a playlist
Called Exercise for Beginners.
Exercise for Beginners. Go over there and there's a bunch of routines that you can do.
Yummy Mummy's correcting me, yep. Stop putting weird things in your spoon. Sporran. I thought I said spoon. We don't have weird things in our spawn, Michael. They're awesome things.
Jodie Miller, you're now in my good books.
What did Jodie do?
She says, Stephen, you look a bit like Chris Hemsworth.
That is an awesome compliment. Good. Jodie, we need the opposite to the shame globe. What are we going to do?
Well, we said if somebody makes a cool comment, we drink more whiskey.
We've no whiskey left.
We've no more whiskey
I
left.
have to get more whiskey out of there.
I have to get more whiskey.
Yeah. I'm guessing. Wait now, hold up. What's this saying? I'm guessing Dems are going to speak since there are about 5 people. All of them paid to be there. What are you on about? Ah, never mind. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Why do hot dogs come in packages of 10 and the buns come in 8?
What's that?
Why do hot dogs come in packages of 10 and buns in 8? What's that from?
No, it's a cartoon. No, I don't know. What's it from?
It's from Fight Club, isn't it?
Is it?
I thought it was from Fight Club. Why do hot dogs come in packages of 10 and buns come in 8? Is it from Fight Club or is I making that up? It's from a movie.
It's probably from Sausage Party. That's a funny movie to watch. I was watching it with my daughter. It was a bit weird. She thought it was hilarious.
Brack.
I was going to find it hilarious.
Is it Brack or Brach? Do you guys fish?
He was just fishing.
No, we don't fish, but I actually was fishing on Sunday and I didn't catch a sausage.
But he got a couple of condoms. That's another joke. There's a local river where people used to fish and they just used to catch condoms pretty much.
Celine King, can you just tell us where that's from? I'm pretty sure it's from Fight Club, but I might be wrong.
Really? I've watched Fight Club a lot, like. I don't think it's Fight Club.
Maybe it's not Fight Club, I don't know.
Hi from South Africa, Dennis. How old were you guys when you guys started working out? Well, I technically started kicking my mum's womb, so that was from the early days. Probably started working out when I was, I think, 6 or 7. Whenever it was, I saw my first Arnie movie and went straight to my room, and I had bunk beds, and I started doing pull-ups. There was a bar that ran along top of the bunk bed to stop me falling out, and I was doing pull-ups off that. That's how mine started.
Yeah, well, my brother had a set of dumbbells actually, and I was pretty young. We moved house when I was 12, and it was when I was in the old house, so I was younger than 12 anyway. And my older brother had a set of dumbbells, and it was an Arnie movie. It was something like I don't know, commando or something like that. I was like, man, I'm going to train. And it's funny because you hear stories of, is it Arnie? It is. If you read Arnie's book, which is really good, his autobiography, he talks about when he's younger and he's got all the muscle posters up in his bedroom.
That's
that
right.
was me. I was like, I had posters of Jean-Claude Van Damme and Arnie with like tops off and muscles out and stuff like that. And like my parents were like, I think
because he had like Tony Atlas and all these other
exactly,
people. That's right. They were questioning.
I bought the magazines and tore this out. So I used to do just bicep curls. That's all I knew how to do.
Stevens just pointed out the obvious. He said Rab started working out at 7 or 8, so mentally just a week ago. Pretty much, Stephen, yeah. Like, and your point is, lad. Alex Davis is saying, what's a good motivation? I can't focus, always get tired of it that easily. So Alex, I'm sure it's Alex. I'm going to say it 3 times. You've got to do it for you, and you've got to not think about it too much as well. Think about it as a project. Like each day, this is what you're going to eat, and you're going to think about everything else. And then you get another day in the bag, and then just keep progressing. Too many people think about it too much and think about the result too much. They stress themselves out and they can't maintain it. So change your perspective. Do it for you first of all and treat it like a project. Have fun with it. Just say, look,
have fun.
This is my calories, or this is my protein intake, or this is my carb intake, and this is when I'm working out. How does that change in my body? Great. You've got a small tweak. Let's try something else. Get a different tweak and just experiment.
Our little Holly's on.
Holly dolly.
I think we should have a Holly appreciation wave. Can everyone do the hand gesture and the wave for Holly? Yeah. Say hi, Holly. Holly appreciation minute. Right, and ready?
Now, wait. But we also do that. If you don't want to give the Holly appreciation, at least give it Holly appreciation to her pussy, Ronnie. So you can give a wave to Ronnie or Holly. One's her pussy, the other one's Holly. They're both awesome. 1 minute. Go.
Holly appreciation.
If you want to see a cute video, go onto my Instagram and you'll see Nala playing with Holly's pussy. In fact, at one point, Nala's licking Holly's pussy. It's really, really cute. There's no claws or anything. It's really, really sweet, actually. Oh, Gerald's on! Yes, Gerald's. So Gerald Islander. Sorry, I'm talking through the Holly appreciation. Sorry, Holly Dolly.
So rude.
But I appreciate Holly.
Holly appreciation.
10 more seconds.
Hola, guapo.
Holly appreciation. There's all the waves for Holly Appreciation Day.
Hey.
Okay.
So that's enough.
Yeah. So
Holly, had enough.
Yeah. So Gerald, I met Gerald. That was last year. Gerald's got met at the train station, mate.
Oh yeah.
The biker,
I couldn't make it for some reason.
That's right.
Why couldn't I make it?
I don't know. You were washing your hair or something.
I know.
You were dyeing it blonde.
Sorry, Gerald, I couldn't make it. I can't remember why, but I couldn't make it.
Gerald was a good lad. So Gerald works in. Let me get this right. I think you work in a theatre or something like that. I'm sure it's a theatre, and basically went on a cycle. He came across, went on a cycling tour around Scotland.
Ah, nice.
Sounded quite awesome. There was years and years ago, there was a book that we read during primary. It was called The Freedom Machine. It was all about this boy. I think he's having problems at home, and goes off on his bike, but he takes a camp, like a tent with him, and whatever, and off he goes. And the whole idea is he can go wherever he wants. And it was always quite a romantic notion. And when I was chatting to Gerald, that's what made me think about it, was because he basically went on his bike, and there was, if he never got to a hostel or a hotel or anything like that, he just pitched his tent by the side of the road with his bike. And I was
fantastic,
like, man, that's awesome. And to do that in a different country, I mean, it's one thing us doing it here where we know, but he didn't know there was places. Yeah. I thought it was amazing. It's been awesome.
Good for you.
Gerald, you're a legend. Either of you ever been in a fight? Many, Gustav. We grew up in an area called Glenrothes. That's kind of a given.
Yeah. That's actually probably why we got on so well. Our friendship didn't really start until we came to Perth, right? Which is funny because we literally lived, we grew up. I reckon if we sprinted, we couldn't sprint actually, if we ran from my house to your house when we grew up, it would take probably 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If we went through the woods.
Yeah, through the woods.
So there's a wooded area. If we went through the woods, it would take about 5 minutes from my house to Rab's house when we grew up. But we knew each other from 13.
Yeah.
So we've been friends since we were 13, but we didn't.
I was 12.
Yeah, I was 13. You were 12. You were illegally working at the shop.
I was illegally working at the shop.
But our friendship didn't really properly kick off until we came to Perth.
That's right, yeah.
And it's because we kind of had that sort of rough upbringing from Glenrothes. Yeah. When we did get in fights, many of them.
It's just different in Glenrothes because when we came to Perth is just a bit more well-to-do. So we go for nights out in Perth, it was almost laughable. Not, it there would be a scuffle outside a nightclub. You're like, yeah, that's not like in Glenoffice. There's hammers. People pulling Stanley knives, you know, kind of stuff. Whereas in Perth, it's actually like general fisticuffs getting split by the doorman.
It's almost like back in the 50s when they were like, ooh.
It's quite comical. It's quite comical. And to be fair to the Perthians, like, technically if there's a fight outside the club, that tends to be the end of it. Whereas in Glenoffice, it's like gangster material.
Yeah.
You get a fight outside a nightclub, it chases you for the next couple of months. Will come to your house and all sorts.
And in fact, you just don't want to walk the streets for fear of getting into a fight by yourself. You're like, oh man, if I come across 3 or 4 guys and they just don't like the look of me, I'm going to get in a fight.
It's funny that story you were reflecting on when you'd finished the boxing one night, you're walking through the park. And it's so true, it's just classic. So basically Stephen was with a group of people and they were boxers.
Who were handy. They were handy.
And they saw a bunch of people they didn't know, like, let's get them.
No, it's one person.
Oh my God.
Like, I was with a group and there was probably 4 or 5 of us coming back from boxing, and there was like the best boxer in almost, no, maybe not quite Scotland, but he was really kind of up and coming guy. And a bunch of other guys who were really quite handy with their fists. And we see this guy, and they're like, let's go and get him. And I was like, what? Really? Like, the guy's just walking. Like, no, let's go and get him. I'm like, fuck that. Like, this poor guy. And luckily, as we were close, I was like, you're not actually going to do this, are you? Like, no, we're going to get him. I'm like, Jesus, this is pretty bad.
So growing up, Stephen and I were really fast, luckily.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if that ever happened to us, if we were on the receiving end of something trying to jump us, we'd be able to get away, you know.
We're fast at necessity.
Yeah, we had to be. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, there we are.
Do you guys watch Outlander? Yeah, but I answered that later on, earlier on, Patricia. Yes, we've watched Outlander.
I run 5 miles 3 times a week. Do you have a general rule about? Oh, let's see. Do you have a general rule about how much is too much of this type of cardio for a man that is over 50? So, Louisville guy, to be honest, it depends on your body type. If you're quite light and slight, then you could run all day. And it depends on how you feel when you're running those distances. For me, running 2-3 times a week, I'd be fine. If I started running 5 times a week, depending on the distances, I'd have to start thinking about the terrain that I'm running on. Now, if I run out in the woods, I don't bother, run all as many times as I like. If I'm running on hard roads, I'd want to make sure I've got the right footwear, plenty of stretching, lots of recovery, because the pounding on the joints.
Pounding on the joints.
So yeah, you've just listen to your body. If you're doing that kind of mileage and your body's completely fine, great. If you're starting to get sore and achy in places like knees, hips, then you either want to reduce it, or the best thing you can do is change your terrain. And most places in the world have a sidewalk and maybe grass to run on. It's not, I mean, yes, it's uneven, but it's less impact. So where there's a less impactive choice? Impactful? Yeah, go for that.
Right, now there's a very, very important comment here.
Oh, you fucker.
This is very important. Jean French, she says, I was given a bottle of scotch and never opened it. Would it go bad even if I kept it in the cellar? Jean, absolutely will go bad. You have to send it to us straight away so we can drink it.
Yeah. Now, we've just had a donation.
Oh, nice.
Mark Winters, thank you for the donation. Somebody else, I think, donated because it was already up before it came up.
Oh, really?
Or maybe not.
Oh,
Whiskey Replacement Fund. Way!
Oh, nice one.
Thank you, Mark. What a legend.
Are your wives as healthy as you? At this current moment in time, they're healthier.
Yeah, very much.
Anyway, you're lagging behind, Mr. Shields.
I know, well, you need to go and get the whiskey out of the thing, right?
You guys need more whiskey. Susie Main, absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna
Absolutely.
get a whiskey lookie. Oh, Ram's a fanny. I'm not going to try and down this whiskey. I'll just play catch up.
You play catch up. Then what we're looking for?
Oh, we've got Lefroy next.
I was telling them. Anyway, I was telling Tracy, who's lovely,
yes,
who we've been working with on the TV project. Tracy, really fantastic lady. We love her to bits. I think she rolled her eyes a few times when we would come out with our dirty stuff.
Yeah.
Like if we were making a joke, she'd be like, she never looked down on us, but she was like, it just wasn't quite her.
It was almost like, two boys.
But we were talking about like different seminars that we've been to, and some guy who he was basically saying, oh yeah, like I totally look after myself. You know, you are what you eat. Blah 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 blah. And I was at a seminar one time, this nutrition seminar, and the speaker was like, chatting about it. It's like, yeah, and ultimately you are what you eat. And some guy from the crowd went, I'm a funny. That was funny.
Just when Steve was talking about that situation, so when we're doing a bit of our filming, there was one bit I just burst out laughing. The cameraman and this Tracy rolled their eyes. They're like, what's so funny, Rab? No, they didn't roll their eyes. Tracy didn't roll their eyes yet. Like, what's so funny, Rab? I was like, no, it's immature. Don't let me say it. And Joe, the camera guy, he was a great lad. He was brilliant, and he was like, I think part of him was like just wanting us to get it out of our system, but the other part he was kind of curious as well. He was like, well, God, you've done it now. Just say it. I was like, and what he'd said was, he said, just gesture to the meat. And my wee head was like, well, I gesture to the meat, will I? And the minute I said it out loud, that Tracy was like, oh God. Poor Tracy was earning her money on that one.
I absolutely love Tracy. She was fantastic.
She was, yeah, when you see our TV project, we owe it all to Tracy. But I can't help it. My inner monologue is more of a child than me. And so when somebody says, can you gesture to the meat? I'm like,
sure I can.
Yes, I can.
By the way, fellas, I meant no disrespect earlier with my questions. Tim Mitchell,
what was your question?
Tim, what was your questions? I can't. Actually, no, I remember Tim.
What was Tim's question?
No, do we not celebrate Tim's question?
Yeah, I could have sworn we did. What was the question? I remember Tim.
Tim, remind us what your question was. I'm pretty sure we celebrated your
sure
question.
It's fine. In which case, you didn't disrespect us.
I'm
Tim.
seeing your name, I'm seeing your face, and I'm like, no, you're cool.
Listen, Tim, if you disrespected us, you would have got the shame globe and you'd know about it. So the
Yeah,
fact
exactly.
you never got the shame globe means you didn't disrespect us.
Lafroy quarter cask is my favourite thus far. Chaz Allen.
Yeah.
Chaz, the quarter cask is lovely. If you're ever at an airport, try and pick up the PX cask. You can only get it in airports. It's really nice.
That's what we got. Now listen, this is hilarious.
What's that?
Our man Ron Grant, who had a bad signal, was buggering off, stayed.
Oh, nice.
It's like, Ron didn't leave. You're a good man, Ron.
Who do each think is more bi between the two of you?
More bye.
Bye.
So long.
I will look for it. Thanks for the tip. Chaz Allen. Chaz is awesome, isn't he?
Chaz is good.
In fact, we need to think of a website that we want people to go and check out, because Chaz always does the link.
Oh shit.
Patreon. We've been talking about Patreon tonight, and we're going to revamp our Patreon as well. So if you'd like to be part of our Patreon and see behind the scenes, and you want to see a day in the life of the Kilted Coaches, then go to patreon.com/the Kilted Coaches, and Chaz Allen will give you the link.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
There we are. And he's a legend, so he'll do it on YouTube.
Oh, he's done for the clan already. And if you want to join our clan, then he's done that one already. Chaz, go and do the Patreon one too, because you're awesome.
Now Daniel's asking, what did you guys think of the Disney movie Brave? Well, I wind up my wife, because my wife's a redhead, so I jokingly call her Brave. Sometimes she likes it, sometimes not so much.
No, the Chicken Brave's like for a cartoon.
Yeah, but Kelly doesn't like her hair being because when she's
Really?
not got it tied up, it gets quite curly and bouffant, and she doesn't like that because anyway. So Brave, brilliant movie. In fact, Billy Connolly is the voice of the clan leader.
Really?
Yeah. And it's
I didn't
Kelly
know that.
MacDonald, who's in Trainspotting, that gets bummed by Renton. That's Brave. Yeah. So there we go.
Amy Vuono. What? Brave was amazing. Love you guys. Patricia Elliott. Nate Dowris.
Nate Dowris.
Nate Dowris.
Nate Dowris.
Love the accents. Alexis. We don't have accents. Neither the Australians, apparently. I can only drink whiskey if I suck on olives.
Olives and whiskey. Does that go? Does it?
I don't quite get this. One for Rab's inner child. Of course, yes.
No, they have a video about that on YouTube, Mark. Somebody must be asking the question. Just to put it to bed. We are not a couple. We have never been a couple. We are a couple of heartbreakers, actually, if you go back 10 years. But no, we are not a couple.
Now, so the production company that we are working with at the moment, we can actually say this. They've got a show called Beauty Queen and Single.
Yeah.
And when we were chatting away, we were kind of like, do you know what? We're going to watch some of these shows that they've watched because we'd never heard of them before, so we're going to watch them. And they were on.
Holy fuck me, Jesus!
That's the same. That's okay.
That's not the fucking same.
It's the same. I've drunk some of mine.
That's bullshit. Look at that.
Now look, that's the same.
He's like, that's the same.
So so we're chatting away like Beauty Queen and Single, and we were like, so it's a WhatsApp group, so we're just chatting away, and we're like, right, and it was a Friday night or something, and one of them said, go and enjoy the Beauty Queens. And we were like, yeah, that would have meant something completely different 10 years ago.
There was actually, I sent him a picture, it was him and I from 2012, and we're young, I'm virtually clean shaven, we're looking at the camera, and I made a joke, I said, we clearly invented time travel, because clearly this picture was taken.
Should I show them a picture? Oh, my phone's over there.
Yeah, basically the picture was us looking at the camera. If you go on my Instagram, it's way far back.
I'll get it on here.
And basically we're like, yeah, must have invented time travel. This is our future selves telling our past selves that we're going to wear kilts, drink whiskey, and make a business out of it.
Hang on, I'll be here. There it is.
Rab's face about the poor. Yeah, Mark.
Check this out.
Right, look, this picture here. That's our future selves. Now, guys, listen, this is our future selves talking right now. Guys, you're going to have a business where you're going to wear your kilts, drink whiskey.
Right.
You're going to put your phones up and chat to your phones for a couple of hours, getting smashed, and you're going to make a business out of it.
Really?
Really?
That sounds a lot of bullshit to me. Are you sure you're from the future? Like, okay, what's this business all about? Can we still dick around and be assholes? Yeah, absolutely.
That's the key, that you're going to do it.
You have to be assholes. Well, now you're talking shite.
And then shortly after that picture, we went and pulled some chicks.
We didn't actually, because I was saying it at that point. Yeah.
Great business model, Ron Grant. We were summarising, Ron, yeah. Uncle Frank saying, "Oh, Stephen, you've clearly always been a heartbreaker." Ooh. Uncle Frank!
Rob Benson, you guys are hysterical, love it. You almost work out all the time because you're all sure built. Well, it's funny because we're both trying to change our physiques at the moment, and it's pissing down with rain right now.
Fucking proper peanut down out there.
Yeah. It's funny because, you know, Rab is typically more built than I am, and I'm typically more lean than Rab is.
And at the moment, he's been nice. He's more ripped than I am. Simple as that. Don't say fucking lean. You don't have to be nice when we're on whiskey.
But at the moment, Rab's trying to get leaner, and I'm trying to get bigger, and we're both. I wouldn't say we're both finding it difficult. We're both just chipping away because it's not our natural state. Yeah, so I'm chipping away at trying to get a little bit bigger, and Rab's just chipping away, getting leaner. But you just know that in the space of the next month, we're both going to say, right, I'm going to say, I'm big enough, I'm going to get lean again, and you're going to say, right, I'm lean enough, I'm going to get big again, and we're going to go boom, straight back to normal.
As long as when I get bigger again, I don't lose the out, because I've only got an outline of abs at the moment. Now, if I can keep an outline of abs, I'm happy. That's fine.
Holly's going.
What?
Holly, you stayed for 5 minutes. We gave you some love and you left us.
Holly, we've got something really special to tell you.
We do have something special to tell you.
We can't tell you until it's an even hour.
Yep. You have to wait for 35 minutes.
Everybody still has to appreciate our Holly because the channel would not run without our Holly Dolly.
And in case you're new to the channel and you don't know who Holly is a background magic.
Yes. She also does our recipes for the clan.
Yeah.
So if you're a clan member and you get recipes, that's all Holly Dolly. Is the extra bulk compatible with your judo?
Is it what? Is it what?
Is your extra bulk compatible with your judo? Now, given he's now got a broken toe and he's got a sore rib, probably not.
Yeah. Ultimately, we made the joke because how I broke my toe was my toe got stuck in between two mats. Like the mats slid apart slightly, and we're doing a move. My toe went in between the mats, and my whole 90 kilograms went the other way. And we made the joke, it was like, if I was still 85 kilograms, which I normally am, would it still have broken? Probably not.
Yeah.
It was the extra 5 kilograms that done the breaking. But actually, any competition that I do, I have to be 90 kilograms or below. And at the moment, in the morning, I am 90.8. And obviously,
He's 91 if he's got a semi.
which is every morning.
Which is every morning.
I know. Over the course of the day, I'm then about 92-ish by night time. But the whole point, I'm trying to be as close to 90 as I can for the competition and be as strong as possible for the competition. So if I'm coming in a competition, I could be fighting somebody anywhere between 81 and 90 kilograms. So I want to be as close to 90 kilograms as possible.
Now give a high five to Stephen Perry because he just recently became a patron and he just found the Spot the Scot.
No, a nice
Now,
one.
we've got our Spot the Scot puzzle, and what happens is within the puzzle there's an image. There's a one of us shrunk down really small, and we usually have the word haggis or something haggis. So Stephen's just commented flex haggis, so he's found the Spot the Scot for that image. So Stephen, if you're watching this, just keep, if you're on your computer, you can click on the not the hashtag, the tags, and you can get all the Spot the Scots that are on there, or you just keep scrolling down through the posts if you're on your phone.
Everybody's attention here, like everybody.
Cannonball!
Even you. No, seriously, I need everybody's attention for Sarah Joan Thorogood. That's a cool name as well. She says, "Hi guys, I wondered if you could say a congrats to my husband James, who was diagnosed with a very rare cancer at the start of this year, and the surgery was successful and he beat it. Many thanks."
So was it James, was it?
James.
So, well done, James.
Can we get everybody to say
Everyone say,
fist pump James?
fist bump James, yeah.
Boom,
Good
fist
for
bumps.
you, beating cancer.
Well done, bud.
Bloody hell, what, in July? Good. Jesus, well
Yeah.
done, James. So, all the best with that.
Can everyone just type in fist pump? Is it fist pump or bump?
I would say bump, but then pump as well. Pumps.
You can say pump or bump, doesn't matter. Just say
Yeah.
fist pump James for beating this
I
cancer.
tell you what, there's a lot to be said for people sending mental energy, right? So you send a lot of kind of healing energy. for James to
Absolutely,
do
yeah,
well.
yeah. Now, was it you and I that were talking?
We were, because we were talking about
9/11.
9/11. So there was studies done after 9/11, and it was all to do with this kind of I can't remember the type of
particular
energy.
yeah.
It was all to do with the fact the whole world was looking at New York at a certain period of time, and this particular type of energy was spiking crazily. And apparently it's similar but not the same kind of spikes during the Super Bowl. It's when there's a lot of people.
When your consciousness is on something,
Yeah.
and the masses. So this both goes for religion and takes away from religion, and I'm not too sure which yet. But when people can say, "I'll pray for you," and if you've got a whole congregation praying for a certain thing or certain someone, you can see how the energy goes goes with that person. So, absolutely, if we can, everyone says, "Are we doing it?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it. Fist bump, James. Congrats, James. Fist bump, James.
Yay.
Congratulations. That's awesome. We like nice stories.
Now Sebastian's asking a very good question there. Oh, hold on, sorry. Hey guys from Canada.
Hey.
What is the minimum of time you recommend for a quick training that is effective? Trying to, well, you said loose, but you mean lose. So, if you're trying to lose weight, sometimes it depends on what you fit in. Like sometimes if I've got a gap between clients, I might only have a 20-minute gap. And I'll do a quick, get a burn in the muscle, whether it's squats, bicep curls, bench press ups, crunches. 20-minute blast, you can get away with a 15-minute blast.
Yeah.
And then later in the day, I might get another spare 20 minutes and go again, do a different muscle group. So you don't necessarily need a full hour as long as you're creating overload within the muscle.
What you've got to remember, if somebody came to me and said, "Right, I've got 20 minutes, can you train me?" I says, I can train you in 10 minutes. I could get you wishing you'd never do another squat again in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I could work you that hard. Now, what I really like is kettlebells. If you grab a kettlebell, a heavy enough kettlebell, so like in our studio we've got everything between is it a 4 or 6? I think it's 6. No, actually maybe it is a 4. 4 kilograms and a 24 kilograms kettlebell. Now if you do say 50 swings times 10, that's 500 swings. You could do that. You do 50 swings, you 30 seconds rest. 50 swings, 30 seconds rest. You do that and you get a workout done in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and you'll be absolutely gone. Like your everything from your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your back, your shoulders, your chest, even your forearms, everything will be absolutely exhausted in 15 to 20 minutes. So, get it
So you
done.
don't need a lot of time to work out. If you are trying to lose weight, you want a consistent routine. Diet is the key. Put in a consistent routine, whether it is 15 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time, once or twice a day, every single day. Just keep it going. And the key is always progress. So if you I'd increase the weight slightly of kettlebell if you're doing Stephen's routine, or if you're doing a set number of press ups, let's just say you only did 200 press ups, but you broke it into 4 sets. Then try and do 240 press ups in 4 sets, and 300 press ups, so on. Always progress.
Yes, absolutely. We just got a reply from Sarah Jones saying, "Thank you so much for all your awesome. You're all awesome. I work as a cancer care nurse myself and mental help as well. So again, thank you." He saw this and has the biggest smile.
Oh, happy days!
Fist pump to my amazing hubby.
Oh,
So there you go, from Sarah Jones to all of you lot. Thank you.
oh, happy day. That must be quite like, imagine being diagnosed with that and then having a successful operation. Yet it's just well done, good job.
Chaz Allen's still at it, man. He's freaking cool. So you did actually post a link to Patreon as well earlier on. But he says, "Want to kick up the ass workout? Join the Everlean clan," and he's given a link. There.
Chaz is awesome.
thekiltedcoaches.com/clan.
That's what's awesome about our job, is that we've met, we've not physically met them, but we've interacted with some really, really amazing people. Even people that are former clan members, like Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
Uncle Zaki, like, we love catching Frank. Frank's on YouTube at the moment, or certainly was 5 minutes ago. Frank was a clan member a while ago, and just interact with people, you get to know them to a certain extent, and you wish them well. When you see their name pop up, you're like, it's Uncle Frank, you know. We just love helping people. Some people come on a journey, they're either going to weight loss, get stronger, get fitter, get happier, whatever it is, and when they go off on their way, that's fine. And then when they pop back for a while, we miss them. We miss them, really.
Yeah, you know,
and it's good to see they're doing well, so yeah, it's happy days.
And like Anne in the clan, like Anne's gone through some troubles. That's fine.
Well, she's back again.
Yeah, but put that to one side. She's come back and she's ready to take on this new section of her life, and it's great to see. It's like she's like, "I'm back and I'm ready." I'm like, "Good for you. This is awesome." And it's just so. This is why we do what we do, because we love seeing people just move on with their life, and it's nice.
Frank's saying, "I'm blushing." What's he saying? "I will come back to the clan as soon as I can afford it. I promised." Oh, Frank.
Frank, there's no rush. You just keep commenting.
Come back as soon as you feel you need it. Don't worry about affording it.
Yeah.
Just come back when you feel you need it. And in the meantime, just do what you're doing on YouTube. We love when your name pops up. But I tell you what, this is one point though, to be fair. Frank, don't ever change your avatar. Because from here, when your wee avatar pops up with a wee blue bit on it, what is it? It's like a wee blue man. It looks like Snoopy.
Yeah,
or
we
something.
know it's you.
We know it's you. If you ever change that, you're going to fuck everything up.
Yeah.
So that is your avatar, Frank. So please don't ever change it.
Now, I want to say this name, but can you just please tell us how you pronounce your name? Is it Brack or Bratch? Bratch William. When are you two going to lift with the Stoltman brothers?
Ooh.
So that'd be a good shout. So Luke Stoltman, I believe, is still currently Scotland's strongest man, and I believe he's a really nice guy as well. And his brother is Tom, who's like really tall and like.
I thought Tom was smaller than Luke.
No.
Tom's the other way around.
Tom's
Is he?
Tom's taller.
I thought he was shorter. Okay.
And his legs are like tree trunks. Honestly, they're huge. And I think Tom will surpass Luke. That's my opinion. I could just see his progression.
Yeah.
But Luke is amazing.
We did a lot of training with my mates, or both our mates, Steve and Cherry. Now they were combined for a while when they did Ultimate Strongman to represent Scotland. So it's Luke and Steve and Cherry. So we did stuff with
World's
Steve
strongest team they did, actually.
That's right, yeah.
I went to see that live.
Are the Stoltman brothers now the world's strongest team?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. But they did it down in Stoke. So the wife wanted to go to it. I was like, the wife was like, can we go and see Scotland's strongest man? I was like, yeah, sure. It's Brock.
Brock, yeah. Oh no, Frank. Oh, these Frank's gives it. So Frank's saying, I won't change it. It's actually a cartoon version of me that a friend's daughter made. It really looks like me. And Nadine must be on. So he said, "Hi, Nadine. Where's Nadine?" Nadine's on. Yay! So again, Nadine's another one. Nadine was one of our very first.
And Nadine's coming to Scotland.
Yay!
Nadine's coming to Scotland, I think. Chris, when is it? August, I think she's coming to Scotland. So we'll meet her for a coffee.
Caffeine.
Now, somebody's saying, fake. Andrew Rankin, fake. I change my avatar every month. Well, Andrew, you shouldn't. You should keep it the same.
Yeah, no, remember it.
Depends on what you want from this. If you want to be incognito, then change it. If you don't, then keep it the same.
is it Geraldine? Hello, Geraldine.
Hello boys, I am 54 from Toronto, Canada. How can I get started again and get back in the gym to get back in shape?
You could come join our clan.
Where do I begin? Seriously, that's me, in the pic, the older guy. Blair Jaden Scott. You should really consider joining our clan, but if you're in any doubt whatsoever about our philosophies and what we teach, then get our ebook first. Our ebook is, you just go to our website, thekiltedcoaches.com, and it's right in front of you. You just put your email address in and we'll send it to you free of charge, and it gets you started, gets your mind in the right place for making a few changes to your diet, your exercise, your whole philosophy. And then if you feel like you need a little bit more help, then you can join our clan.
If not, you can take the ebook tips and then apply them to any gym you join or any trainer you go and see. But what we always say is, regardless of whether you join our clan, whatever you do, stay in touch on these videos and feeds. Stay motivated. There'll be little tips and nuggets you can pick up. Sometimes if you're feeling a bit kind of like, oh, demotivated, you might have a wee chat, you might ask a question, or someone will ask the question for you, and it'll just get you fired up again. The key point is patience, time and effort. You know, if you want something, you want to lose weight and get fit and get strong, as long as you're doing the exercise, following the diet, even 75-80% you're following it, then you're going to get results. It just takes time. It does not happen overnight. None of these advertisement companies pretend it happens in 7 days, 10 days, 3 days, whatever.
And this is why we drink whiskey. We enjoy whiskey, and if you're to believe everything that you read, like, oh, you can't have alcohol. If you want to be fit and healthy, you can't have alcohol. Like, that's nonsense. You can just go for it. Like, look at what you can do for the long term. We know that we can eat healthy 90% of the time, eat healthy, train hard, eat well, you know, have a good sleep pattern. But then you got this 10% when you can just relax a bit more and have a whiskey if you want to.
Perfect example actually is if you watch our either Instagrams or even our videos, people say, oh, Rab, you're getting leaner, Stephen, you're getting bigger. Now watch those over a period of time. So what's happening is we're still enjoying our whiskies, we're doing our training, but ultimately you're getting bigger and I'm getting slightly leaner. So we actually are making progress. Slow progress, but these things are not fast. But again, if you look back, sometimes when we republish old videos, you can see how much chunkier in terms of body fat I was and how much slimmer you were in terms of body muscle you were. So
you can actually see it the other way around. Like, if you're a negative person, you can say, well, Rab's not as big as he used to be, yeah. And you can say, well, Stephen's losing his abs, eh?
Yeah.
You know, you can say it either way, but, you know, it depends on what you're looking to get from anything. And never, yeah.
We practice what we preach, so we train hard, we eat fairly well, but we enjoy our whiskey. And that's our thing, that's our vice. Some people have cheesecake as a vice or whatever they are, but as long as you're not having it all the time, we don't have whiskey all the time. So if you're having whiskey all the time, yeah, you wouldn't get results, as simple as that. But if you're only having it 1 day of the week, 2 days a week, whatever it is, for a short period of time, you will still get results.
So Andrew Rankin, Stephen Rabb, appreciate the shout out, but back to ectomorph stuff. I'm the slim build and don't put on weight.
I'll leave you to that because I'm going to.
How do I start to build extra weight and some muscle? So Andrew Rankin, you're the same as me. Oh, it's all wet. Nala, come here. Right, lie down. Lie down. Come on. No, come on, lie down. So ectomorph, yeah, you have to ask yourself the question, how badly do I want this? Because putting on weight and putting on muscle is a tough process for an ectomorph. You have to eat a lot. You have to accept that you're going to feel uncomfortable through eating. Like even today, it's currently 20 to 6, and I've had 4 meals so far, and I'm going to have another 2 tonight, so I'm going to have 6 meals altogether. If I can fit in 7, I will. I won't today, I'll get 6 in today, but if I can fit in 7, I will. On odd occasion, I can do that. But yeah, to put on muscle, and you have to accept that you're going to be uncomfortable in the gym. The gym works fine because it's an hour to 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours of your life when you just get in, you lift heavy weights. You get in the compound movements like your squats, your deadlifts, your bench press, your pull downs, your bent over rows, and you just get it done. It's fine. It's 2 hours of your life. but the eating is just constant. You're just like, you wake up in the morning, you eat. 2 to 3 hours later, you eat. Like it's proper big meals as well. 2 to 3 hours later, you eat. Look at Nala's tail little wagging because the daddy's back. So yeah, you just have to just eat and try to get a base level. So,
Did I do something?
I'm not too sure. You have to understand that. Try to establish where your base level calories are. Now I know where I am normally. I know where I'm comfortable, and I know where I'm at my most energetic. So if I want to put on muscle, I've then got to go above and beyond that. I've got to do extras. That's why I have now a protein shake. Rather than just a protein shake after exercise, I put in 100 grams of oats. I put in some creatine. I then have another one of those later on just before my bed, along with some aspartic acid. And there's just a bunch of stuff that you do. When it comes to meal times, I'm always looking at, okay, am I having like enough protein? Am I having enough carbohydrates? And you're just constantly uncomfortable eating, but you get used to it. So I'm now, I think, 2 months into my bulk. I put on 5 kilograms, no, 3 months in, put on 5 kilograms, and I've got another month and a half to go before I then start cutting again. But yeah, just make your peace with being uncomfortable if it's important to you. If it's not important to you, then don't put yourself through that. And actually, that's the life lesson for everybody. If you are interested in being lean, which I guess most people watching this are going to think, yeah, I want to be a bit leaner. I want to see some abs. I want to see some muscle definition. A lot of people like the idea of being leaner, but they're not willing to go through the process in order to get there. Now, once I've been through this bulking process, I don't then have to maintain that uncomfortable state to maintain it. I can then just go back to a high protein diet, relatively kind of moderate carbs, and some healthy fats, and I'll maintain the muscle mass to a certain extent. And it's the same for weight loss. You can go through a period when you're really uncomfortable because you're changing habits, you're changing what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, you're changing what your body's taking in. But once you get to that lean stage, and once your stomach has adapted to maybe either less food or different types of food, then you get used to it. All of a sudden you'll have more energy, you feel more energetic, and you just feel better about yourself.
Yeah, well, you feel better about yourself.
Absolutely.
Sweet. You feel more scampy.
So Sarah Marie is asking she spelled it wrong, but what's creatine? Sarah, first of all, you spell it with a C. It's C-R-E-A-T-I-N-E.
It's a creatine phosphate system. It's a naturally occurring system in everybody's body. So
Yeah.
ultimately, it's the first 10 seconds of everything you do.
Yeah. So if I was to punch Rab in the face, because I do that often,
Yeah.
that's creatine phosphate that's creating that movement.
If I was to grab him by the chin and wrap him with the nut, that would be the creatine phosphate
There you
system.
go. When Usain Bolt sprints 100 meters, it's a creatine phosphate. That's like a sprinter does not have to breathe during a 100-meter sprint. It's 10 seconds. It's like boom, get it done. It's 10 to 15 seconds. Creatine phosphate, because it's in order to produce energy, your body has to do all sorts of different things. To break down fat is the longest process. It's a timely process. So that's why, and if you want to be burning more fat, it's you have to go into like a fat burning zone where you're like, both Rab and I right now, we're burning fat. We're not doing anything, so any sort of movement is slow and steady. Your body's like, yeah, I can go through this oxygenation process and break down fat and use that. That's fine. But if you want fast, explosive movements, you need creatine. And your body produces it naturally, but if you ingest it, and creatine's the most, in fact...
It's the carrier for the ATP.
It's only second to caffeine. Caffeine is the most research supplement, and creatine is the second most research supplement, and they're both proven to be effective.
So creatine basically increases the efficiency of the ATP system, which is an adenosine triphosphate system. So when Bolt does the 200-meter sprint, he's not using he's using the creatine phosphate system for the first 10 to 15 seconds,
Yeah.
and then he's going into the anaerobic system when he's running without oxygen.
Yeah, there you go.
The 400 meters again, first 100 to 250 meters is creatine phosphate. Now creatine's great for anyone doing sprinting or weightlifting, anything that's short-lived, short bursts. So actually, if you're doing HIIT workouts, creatine would be great for you.
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah. Now Holly's still on.
Oi!
Holly's asking, Chris, where is she?
Well, that's a great
It's just
question.
disappeared.
Alfred, and we're going to come back to that.
She's disappeared. Oh, Holly, I'm still here. What do you have to tell me? Holly, we said it would be on the hour, so you've got 15 minutes to wait. I'm going to go to the loo.
Now, Alperin K, hi, love your videos. I'm going to the gym to lose weight, but I also need to build muscle at the same time, so I don't know if I should eat right after the exercise or wait, which is better. So, Alperin, if you want to lose weight, now what we call is, that's a great, right after the exercise, is what we would say is the best time to eat carbs if you're trying to lose weight. And the reason for that is your body is insulin sensitive right after you've had intense exercise. So if you're trying to lose weight and you still need carbs into your diet, if you're not following something like keto, if you're following keto, you wouldn't worry about the carbs. But if you weren't following keto, if you're following a different routine and you want to have carbs in your diet, have them right after training, because your body's insulin sensitive right at that for a period of about an hour afterwards, give or take, and that's when it pushes it straight into the muscles. So that's what you want to take. You want to lose weight, so you want to keep your protein high, and then your body is like clucking for nutrients right after a workout. So that's when you want to give it wholesome, clean food. So if you're on carbs, have your carbs right there and then. If you're not on carbs, then you want to be getting your protein, lots of fibre in, good fats in, and so on. So if that's your goal for losing weight, crack on. Right, Ravi is going to take the comments because Stephen's a nightmare. He can't read at the same time. Where's his comments? Right. Do you wear other clothing besides kilts? Yes, we do. So when we're not filming for our Kilted channel, we also wear normal clothes, basically. Respiration. Caroline's asking, Rab, rocking chairs are addictive, can't sit still in them. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong, even. Audrey's saying, thanks for explaining things. I need a system to lose weight.
Sorry,
it's
darling.
hard due to my chronic pain. So, Audrey, if you're looking for a system to lose weight, you're very welcome to have a look at our clan membership, if Stephen hasn't mentioned it already. So go to thekiltedcoaches.com/clan, have a look, see if it's for you. If it's for you, great, you're very welcome to sign up and join our community. If not, well, tune into our videos regularly and we will do our best to give you as much advice as we can. Mitchell's asking, do you have any tips for diabetics? Depends whether you're type 1 or type 2. Ultimately, you want to monitor your carbs. You want your carbs coming from complex sources regardless of whether you're on insulin or not. That'll always help the case. Isn't it funny when like, a dog gets something like, oh, it's the way their snout goes out when you hit the comfy spot, you know. Chaz is on the thingy. I have issues with high proteins. Basis stops everything moving. So yeah, so Kitty Marie, you need to keep your fibre up if that happens. Both soluble and insoluble. So your soluble fibre you can get from oats and fruits. Insoluble is your roughage. In this country we get Ryvitas. Do you get Ryvitas in another country?
Yeah, I
All
believe
your
so.
brands.
Cracker Breads.
Cracker Breads.
Cracker Breads.
Yeah. Audrey
Chili
saying,
Pops.
oh hi Nala. Here you are. Nala, come here.
That's Nala too.
Nala, come here. Somebody's saying hi. Come here.
So
Say hi.
I felt I had to give some Tilly Pups some love because I stood in her pop and I came in there. She forgives me. Don't you, Tilly Pups? Forgive me.
And I was
forgive me?
borderline flashing there.
Don't do that!
I just saw it here. I was like, yeah, that's pretty close.
Right, Tilly Pups, lie down.
Karen's
Lie
asking,
down.
what's the quickest method to lose underarm wings for some muscle-done women?
The bingo wings. you
Bingo
mean.
wings, yeah. Tricep. Well, ultimately,
Lose some body fat.
lose body fat.
Lose body fat first. A lot of times, like I've seen people who are like lean. They've almost got abs showing through, got muscle definition through the shoulders, but then they've got this like flabby bit here. And ultimately, it can be a lot of skin. If you've been overweight in the past, it can be excess skin. If it is just body fat, then just lose body fat first. Focus on that.
Audrey's saying nobody likes clogged jobbies.
What are you talking about?
Well, we were talking about fibre, weren't we? Nobody likes clogged
okay.
jobbies.
Clogged jobbies.
Clogged jobbies.
Like jobbies is a very Scottish word, isn't it?
No flashing, we're all innocent. Yeah, Audrey. Nearly saw the jewels. Yeah, it was pretty close there, I'm pretty sure. Patricia saying, thanks for the shout out, guys. You made my day. I love ya.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're very welcome.
It's funny we can make somebody's day just by saying our name. Say my name, bitch.
Get down on your knees and say your name. I mean, this is your Facebook camera. You wouldn't think that was seen up my kilt, though, right?
Yeah. It's funny, that's actually in Home Alone 2. It's like, get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
Yeah, that's right. It's
In the hotel room. Angels with wings.
Yeah. No.
No. Demons. No.
Because the first one is called.
No, what's it called? It's not angels with wings. Is it demons with wings? Angels with. What's the film called in Home Alone? Somebody tell us. Angels.
Oh, fuck those.
Angels with no wings? Angels without wings?
Our poor wee Holly Dolly, can you tell me now I need to go for my massage?
You know, you got 8 minutes.
8 minutes, Holly Dolly. Andrew said might have to explain jobbies to non-Scots. So jobbies are poo. Poopy. That's what we call a jobby.
It's funny because I've got a client who's English, and she talks about like, if Rab and I were going for like to film, and we're going to go on a bit of an adventure, or we're going to go on a bit of a road trip to do the job, she'd be like, oh, you're going on the road trip jobby. And we're like, no.
The jobbies.
Yeah. She constantly talks about
Angels with dirty faces.
Is that what
That's
it is?
what it's called, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah. And
That's not what I had in my head.
That's what I remembered, yeah. Angels Dirty Faces is the first one. I'm guessing the second one's Angels with Dirtier Faces. Hazel's saying, I will tell you, Holly, come... Oh, that must be... Is that your surname, Hazel? So Hazel is Holly's neighbour. And
Is Hazel the one from the pub?
Yes. Yeah, we met for a beer.
We sat with Hazel.
But her surname is like... Isdale?
Isdale?
Anyway, I will tell you, Holly, come join me on the patio, eh? Oh, well.
Holly, you've been invited out.
There you are,
We'll
Holly.
grab a
Dolly.
beer.
Yeah. What was that one? And what's the best way to make these life changes enjoyable? Need that feel-good mood. Leah Stephen.
They become enjoyable when you see the effects. So, a lot of people say, oh, I don't enjoy exercise. And it's the same as like, I don't enjoy work. But you see the people who like make the most money never say they don't enjoy their work. They love their work. They're like, of course they'll love their work because they got lots of money from it. And it's when you don't see results from your efforts that you stop enjoying it. Like, I don't really enjoy it. It's like, that's what it is.
Yeah. Angel with Dirty Souls. Carolyn Goodson, Angel with Dirty Souls. Carry on.
So make sure that you're seeing results. If you put a bunch of effort in at the gym and your training, your nutrition, your sleep patterns, and then all of a sudden, like, holy shit, I'm getting leaner. Like, are you measuring your results? That's the big question I would ask. Like, are you weighing yourself? Are you checking your body fat percentage? Have you got some skinfold calipers that you're literally just pinching your fat and say, like, how much fat have I got? Am I seeing the results? And when you start to see the results, you then start to enjoy the training. So, do that. And if you're not seeing the results, that's why you're not enjoying the training, because it sucks. Like, anybody who says they enjoy the pain of squats is lying. It sucks. But the minute you finish, you're like, I know that's done me a bunch of good. Like, the minute I finish my squat routine, I'm like, oh man, that was awesome. But during the time, I'm like, man, this sucks baby chunks.
Now, I think Mike Mick gets the fucking shame globe because he said, boring! Oh! Right, Mike Mick, this is for you.
Mike, is that his name?
Mike Mick. So, for everyone watching, can everyone shake their head at Mike Mick because he said it's boring.
And if you can do the middle finger, then do the middle finger.
Yeah. He's not appreciative of people asking questions about health.
I'm shaking my finger up like this.
Yeah. You get the middle paw as well, you fanny. Let me tell you.
I know. You're so cute.
Hey. Oh. Hey, yeah, mate. You're in the shame globe now.
And it's done.
Jake Jackson, Mike the Prick.
Mick the Prick.
Oh, no, Mike the Prick. Hello, darling.
It's funny that, like, this day and age, there is a million and one things that you can go and entertain yourself with. Like, literally, like, I'll scroll through like Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime. Like, if I've got like an hour to kill, I'm like, yeah, what do I want to watch? So like, I'll watch something. If it is boring, I'll be like, yeah, I'll turn it off. Like, what else can I watch? If it's boring, turn it off. What?
I can't believe our other yummy mummy gave the middle finger.
Oh, nice one!
So,
Jessica,
you're our other yummy mummy.
you're a yummy mommy.
Jessica Bateman, keyword, you gave the middle finger. We're just shocked that yummy mummy gave the the yummy finger.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that you can go and watch, and I've never ever been tempted to like watch something and say, yeah, it's not really my thing. I find it a little bit boring. I'm going to put a comment in here saying, boring, lol. It's like, you deserve the middle finger.
A few questions. Are your wives doing the same thing? You guys sitting having a drink? Richard's asking. Not as far as I'm aware.
My wife is sit watching YouTube videos.
Are Nala and Tilly sisters? Caroline's asking. No, but there's only 4 days.
They're sisters from another mister.
Yeah. What are the dogs' names? So Barbara, Caroline answers your question for you. So this one's Nala.
This one's Tilly. Come.
Nala's mine. Tilly's his.
Tilly Pops.
You always know Nala because she's got the purple collar and she's slightly smaller. Hey, give me a line in.
And Tilly Pops is the heffalump, but she's cute.
Now this is a very important question. Mark's saying, how many sit-ups should you be able to do and what's the best way to do them? So Mark, in terms of how many sit-ups you should be able to do, you should be able to do all of them.
Yes.
What tartan is that? It's the Royal Stuart, Leah. You've asked a few times.
Look at the lesbian dogs kissing. Look.
We're very open-minded here at the Kilted Coaches.
We're very appreciative of lesbian dogs.
Yeah. Fly far, lesbian Labradors. Have you seen people to America? Lesbian seagulls.
Lesbian seagulls.
And now lie down. Come on. Lie down.
Tilly Pops is a special one. Hello. Right, Tilly Pops, you want to go down again? You want to go down?
Richard saying, hi guys, how are you? Now, somebody asked me a question. Cardio or weights for quicker weight loss with a lot of gun shows?
Good girl.
So we would probably... No, lie down.
Lie down.
Come on. Oh, she's jammed
Lie
her
down.
head. Right. Cardio weights for quicker weight loss.
Good
We
girl.
would say weights. Heavy duty Olympic lifts, big calorie burners, because although cardio is good for burning calories at the time, weights continue to burn calories long after.
Are you talking about long-term fat loss or short-term fat loss? Because I think we answered this earlier on.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, Rab and I weight train, that's it. We just weight train because it keeps our muscles toned and it keeps us lean. But then leading up to an event of some kind, whether it be a photo shoot or a holiday or a wedding or whatever it might be, we're like let's get in the cardio. And we get in the cardio because it just gets you leaner over a short term. It does not get you lean over the long term. Just doesn't.
Now, there's... hold on.
Take your whiskey.
What feed do you feed your dogs? Carol's asking. Now what we do, Carol, is we found the best thing to feed our dogs, give the best coat, is English people.
It actually is.
That's what we found. So we don't want to say it's live on air, but we will anyway. But we kind of lure them in, and then we just chop them up. So
It's
Holly, that's what I'm telling you, Holly.
It's actually why we give them to Holly on a month-to-month basis, is because everything we're going to think it might just be a free feed for us.
Yeah.
We might save some money.
If we starve the dogs long enough,
They might just
eat
eat
Holly. There we are. So Holly, that was our thing.
Right.
Let's just run out of battery, by the way. It's like,
What was it?
it says stop talking. Who said stop talking? Oh, Holly says stop talking shite. Tell me.
Did you say his iPad's running out of battery? Because it says stop talking.
What it was is it came up with low battery, and Holly's
Christ,
comment
I give you a
just
fucking
said
huge
stop
whiskey.
talking.
I give you a huge whiskey there. Look at
No,
that.
no. Fuck's sake, mate. The fuck? Jesus.
Oh no, yeah, it was good.
Ah.
Put it down there.
Richard saying you're very attractive, love your
I do.
page. Welcome to the page, Richard, if you've not been here before. And Richard, make sure you go across to YouTube and subscribe there too, because we're a bit disappointed in our YouTube page.
Yes, we are.
So we want more people to appreciate. This is the YouTube page appreciation.
At the moment, we've got about 1,000 true fans on YouTube who always watch our stuff. We always get the views, but we've got 60,000 subscribers who just don't watch it.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually we're disappointed in YouTube, not the subscribers.
Yeah.
I don't think the subscribers are seeing our stuff. So if you go into YouTube and just watch our stuff, comment, share if you can. Yeah.
Now, Celine King, great. Any routines I can discreetly do at my, basically I can do at my office desk. Now, we did a video on Kalinetics. Lots of small movements like pushbacks, arm circles. You could, it depends what your desk is like, you could do press-ups against the desk. There's lots of tiny movements you could do at your desk, yeah. Small, mostly for the upper body. Or you could kick the chair back to down a squat hold, hide at your desk, hold next to the keyboard, whatever work you're doing. Try and hold for a minute, 2 minutes, depending on what you're doing it.
Yeah. You should play a trick on all your colleagues and pretend that you're sat at a chair and just tell them you got this invisible chair. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna sit by my chair and just like do a squat hold without flashing your. That's my neighbour. That's my neighbour. It's funny because this old couple, like, they're never there. Like, they've got this lovely house.
They're away shagging.
They're never there. And every now and again they'll come home and they'll be like, eyes and cat lights. Like, what phrase am I looking for?
Nala smells a slut and she's fucking barking like.
Cat and headlights. They're like, oh yeah, I've just been bummed for 2 weeks.
She's got a limp, I'll tell you. Look at those knuckles, they're white from giving hand jobs. See? She barks when she hears sluts. She's fucking
Hey!
That's a slut.
That's enough.
That is a slut alarm.
This is my house.
Hey, that's a slut alarm. My wife taught her that. So no sluts come to the house. She must be a real slut because she's barking like. Do you think she heard? Never mind.
Lie down.
Oh dear.
Mr. Shields, always.
He heard it.
I think so.
I don't know. We were chatting on camera, so.
I guess you're on your key. Denise is saying, you guys are wonderful. Thanks. Jessica's saying, bye-bye. Have to go to work now. I have to post.
Is that the other yummy
for
boy?
the clan page later. I have a post for the.
Oh,
so
yay!
Jessica Bateman Keyworth. We will see you.
Jessica,
later.
you're just back from your holidays, I think. So I hope you had a great holiday.
Yes.
Yes. I think she was away camping.
Oh really?
I'm sure she was away camping.
Well, hope you got some snaps for us.
Yeah.
Take some snaps and post them in the clan.
Yes. Doesn't count unless you take photos and put them in the clan.
Holly saying, did you say what it was? Yes, we
did,
did,
Holly,
and
we
you
missed-
missed it. Clearly missed it. You have to rewind. Two mischievous schoolboys, Vicky Galbraith, abs of
I know,
fucking
we're
lunatic.
never going to fucking grow up.
What whiskey are you drinking? Why add water?
Eh.
Actually, we didn't add water to this one. We're drinking a Lafroig PX cask, which you can only get in airports apparently, which I find baffling. It's weird.
They do that deliberately.
Yeah, it's to make it more appealing. It's like,
It's probably the same Lafroy you can get everywhere else. They just put in a different bottle and sell it at the airport.
yeah. Let's put it in a different label with a litre bottle, and we'll sell the shit out of it. I'm actually going to give it a little bit of water.
What does it say? Please pray for me. It's personal. Matthew Garza. Like, can we all send? Can we all send positive messages to Matthew Garza? We're not sure what's wrong, but
Matthew,
Matthew, you need some positive energy.
YouTube or Facebook?
YouTube said, please pray for me. It's personal. So
Matthew.
well, it's the whole what we're talking about earlier. We're talking about the power of. I say not power of
The
persuasion.
power of positive thought.
Positive thought. So if everyone can send some positive messages, hopefully whatever it is your issue is, that will help because that's the power of people, right?
Exactly. Right. So can everyone actually? What should we do? We do something different. Something different from Matthew.
Just send a smiley face. Smiley face. But also as well, like for Matthew, you've got to send it to yourself as well. You've got to be positive. I'm not saying you're not, but make sure this is a reminder because if you give positive thought vibes out, people will give positive vibes with you.
So it's funny because there's two comments back to back. In fact, there's three. Like Denise is saying, "Love your show." Greg saying, "I love you too." Holly says, "I hate you."
Oh,
Holly.
Len Yanovich just got the haggis on Patreon. So for those that are not a member of Patreon, we do this Spot the Scot puzzle. Now some people didn't necessarily understand what it was. Ultimately it's an image, it's just a bit of fun. And within that image there's a hidden version of us smaller. So you've got to zoom in and try and find us. So Len, as according to the emails, has just found it.
Hey, nice
Found
one.
one of them. Len's found a few, I'm sure.
Where are the majority of your viewers from? Melanie Spears.
US, then UK, then Australia actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. US, UK, yeah, and then Canada.
And the current split, which I checked the other day, is 60-40 ladies.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, so guys, you need to up the balance. Start sharing our stuff.
Nicole Miller Bogner, you guys are so enjoyable and positive to watch. Thank you. No, you're welcome. We're glad you enjoy us.
Now, we were going to make a point earlier, and we should have done it earlier in the video so more people see it. So, we love people that comment on videos, but we really love people that share. And we do our very best to reply to the shares. Especially, we reply to comments, but there's literally hundreds, sometimes thousands. But the shares are less than the comments. So sometimes there's 200 to 300 shares compared to thousands of comments. So if you share the video...
We prioritise commenting back on the shares. We'll try to click on the shares and say thanks, and we'll get a bit of a conversation going. Yeah. So please share the videos.
And then you're guaranteed to get a reply. Yeah. Or more than guaranteed.
Yeah. Caroline Malio, are you serious? For once I was online and you were live and I didn't even get a notification? Oh man!
So,
Caroline, how do you pronounce your second name? Melo? It's M-A-I-L...
Wait, that rings a bell.
O-U-X. Caroline Malio? Malu?
Oh yeah, she comments regularly, yeah.
But how do you pronounce it? Caroline?
I'm going to say Melu. So, Caroline, make sure you've also subscribed on YouTube and make sure you unclick and then re-click the notification bell on YouTube too. So if you get notification and on YouTube and Facebook, you won't miss us because we do both at the same time. So one way or another, you will get us.
Nickelback is on.
Nickelback, Mitchellback.
Aye. That's what I do always. What do you do always, Nickelback?
I mean, share our stuff. I'm sure that's why he meant that. I'm sure
yes, he does actually. I'm pretty sure he does.
Yes. Nickelback. Do Nickelback. It's that point in the stream where like the whiskey is like flowing.
How does it feel to be eye candy for us guys and gals? From Slanu.
I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. What does it matter? Like, really, it doesn't matter. If you've got good
beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right?
What's Uncle Frank saying? See, Uncle Frank, I can see from back there. One of my, I was going to say coconuts. One of my cousins, sorry Frank, and from back there.
What did you think it said?
Well, I made the funny joke that I could see his name from back here. I was like, one of my coconuts, and obviously couldn't. One of my cousins is visiting Scotland right now. I should have arranged for you to meet him.
You should
I think he would like the clan. Frank, you should have done.
Yeah.
Damn it, you would have been like the
He could have
awesome
been sat
cousin.
here right now, where
Yeah.
I was sitting.
Your coconut could have been right now.
Guys, I'm a long time member. Of course you are. Caroline Freak. There you go. The girl who had twins a few months back.
That's right. IVF, if I remember.
Yeah,
Caroline, how's things?
Freak. Yeah, there we go.
So Caroline, because Caroline was one who was a clan member, had to stop her training because we've got a new clan. We've got a Patreon, Andrew Rankin.
Hey, Andrew Rankin, boom.
Yeah. So Caroline was a clan member, stopped her training because she was doing IVF, fell pregnant, which was fantastic, and we kept her in the group because we wanted to hear her good news. So our twins, I'm going to say a year. Is it a year?
Let us know how old they are.
Caroline, let us know. Congratulations.
Caroline. Of course.
That was what was
We
happening.
knew we'd seen your name before. We're like, yeah.
Because what was interesting, when Caroline was a member of the clan, I hope she doesn't mind us talking about this, she was trying for IVF, they were trying for stuff, and we were talking about how nutrition and getting everything, your mindset right, it can go a long way to helping. And then when she fell pregnant, it was like, oh man, it's just the happiness, everyone shared in it, so it was great.
So, Helen Wrench, I'm not too sure if you're a troll or not, but why am I in Kirkcaldy? But you spelled Kirkcaldy wrong.
Are you in Kirkcaldy?
You missed out a C on Kirkcaldy. Anyway,
She's in Kirkcaldy.
why are you in Kirkcaldy? I don't know why you're asking us. We didn't send you there. Your accents are sexy but hard to understand.
Uncle
What
Frank.
some of your words mean, but I don't care. I'll keep watching. Tammy Price.
Uncle Frank is genius. I love Uncle Frank. I've texted my coconut and found out his schedule. You can teach him about whiskey. Uncle Frank, you're a legend.
Yes.
There we are, Uncle Frank.
You texture coconut.
You take, well, from here I knew it was Frank, and I obviously didn't lean forward close enough to see it said coconut. Or cousin, sorry.
Just put my data on now. You both. I don't have no idea what that means.
They've obviously just got the stuff.
Why am I in Switzerland still? Nickelback.
Nickelback. Is Nickelback in Switzerland?
Partly so.
I think it was US.
I don't know.
Maybe he's got a few Swiss accounts he's dealing with.
Maybe you're a tax dodger.
Yeah, what about Wall Street? Wolf of Wall Street. Who's the Joanna Lumley, and then he's got accounts in Switzerland.
Yeah, it's genius.
Yeah, that's what maybe.
Do your kids get involved in the health routine? Well, we're trying to keep our kids healthy, right?
My daughter pronounced healthy with an F.
Healthy.
That's healthy.
Filthy.
That's healthy. Yeah. That's healthy. I'm like, yeah, darling, it is healthy.
I ask myself why I'm in Texas all the time. You guys are the best in the. You guys are the best guys in the world.
In the whole wide world.
Sincerely, Sheen.
Sheen.
Daryl Sheen.
Daryl Sheen. Oh, what's this? Andrew Rankin. Yay, Andrew Rankin. Because Andrew is now on Patreon. Good
Nice
lad.
one. And I can send us private messages.
Yes. Stephen, how's your son doing with his confidence?
Oh, he's getting there. He's getting there. He's actually he's. Can't ask me that. You can't ask me that. I get so emotional when I'm talking about my son. He's just a cool wee dude.
Fucking let it all out, man.
Yeah,
Fuck's
he's a
sake.
cool wee dude. He's
Stop
just,
holding back from our audience.
he's really coming on. He's coming on. He's starting to show his personality more. He's yeah. I think we need to do another test though, because last time we did a test with Rab, and the test
He
was
did well.
for him to come in and say, "Hey, Uncle Rab, fist bumps," and he didn't quite do it initially, but in a little bit of encouragement, he went and did it,
Yeah.
which was cool.
He's fucking 4, like.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought he did well, great.
Yeah, you did do well. So I just think we need a little bit more of that. But yeah, he's like when I come in from work, I'm like the first thing I say, I go excited. I'm like, "Hey boys," and Argyle always runs up and gives me the biggest cuddle ever. And I was like, "Hi, Daddy," and he's like, he'll either say something like, "How was work?" or "I was at the park today," or we fed the ducks," or you just tell me something like that.
He doesn't give off.
And
Fuck.
And you just look at me and I'm like, "Hi, Ken." He'd be like, "He's just too cool to say hi to his dad. He's 3. I'm like, "Fuck you, you little cunt." I don't say that.
Funny, because when I go home, my youngest daughter is the one that gets more excited than my eldest. So when I come in the door, Nala comes running.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And she's tail fucking wagging. Then my youngest daughter's like, "Rah!" Just fucking charges me. I'm like, "Who's next?" And then no one comes. So then my eldest daughter is usually on her iPad or watching TV. She's like, "Oh, hi, Daddy." I'm like, "Where's my cuddle?" Then she gets up and gets in. Then finally my wife, I'm like, "Hi, wife." She's like, "Oh, hey." And then she finally comes. I'm like, "Why can't you all answer the fucking door like Nala does?" And then the usual answer is, "I'm not a dog." I'm like, "Yeah, but take a leaf out of her fucking book, like, fucking hell."
Grow a tail and wag that
Yeah, you
motherfucker.
wag that fucking tail. Lawrence is saying, "Hey from Liverpool, just want to say you guys are amazing. Thank you very much,
Oh,
Lawrence."
thanks.
Hey.
So Nickelback is saying, "Jesus, you fill your glasses, oofed. I
No.
would be sheet faced after 2 of them."
Mr. Ginger here fills it fucking glow.
Oh, we've only got a little bit left, so may as well just drink it, eh?
True.
What's your personal favourite drinks? Ribena for me.
fucking whiskey? Can I really ask anything? Sure. I've got a feeling this is gonna go. It's gonna go. What? We're up to 82 on YouTube, mind you.
Hey.
Right. So thank
We're on
God.
86 on Facebook.
Can I really ask anything? Yeah, shoot for it.
Absolutely.
Go for it. Oh, we just got a new Drew in Borsky.
Drew Borski,
Yay.
way! He's a clan member, isn't he?
Yes. Now, Senk Ugar, why do Scotsmen wear kilts? That's a good question, actually. Now, actually, Senk or Kenk, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, I'm going to say Senk. We did not invent the kilts, believe it or not.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
I think it was the Egyptians, wasn't it? No, the Egyptians invented the bagpipes.
Yeah, that's right. So,
I think the kilts were invented by the Irish, I want to say.
because sheep can hear a zip. Oh, he made a
Oh,
joke!
it's a
Yeah!
joke!
Because sheep can hear a zipper. Oh man, that's solid gold. Senk or Kenk or whatever your fucking name is.
I was like,
We're gonna drink to that. Shit, that was awesome.
Ching, ching.
Ching ching to Senk Ugar because sheep can hear, especially the Aberdeen sheep, by the way.
It was like,
Because it could hear a zipper. Fucking love it.
I heard this.
Good lad.
I heard this joke originally by the Welsh, but I'm going to say it's the Scots, just to keep it PC.
Yeah.
Like, why do the Scots shag sheep on cliff edges? Because they push back harder.
Oh shit! I'm gonna pee again.
You go pee.
That's my third pee in the last few hours.
Is lifting weights the best way to get the pounds off at 65 years old? Absolutely. Yes. Within reason, but depending on your own makeup, your flexibility, your mobility, your joint stability, there's a bunch of stuff that you want to take into consideration. But generally speaking, yes, you want to get as much resistance through your joints as possible, no matter what age you're at. So probably, Christ, 8 years ago. Is it 8 years ago? Yes, 8 years ago, I got a client who was 73, female, 73, never trained a day in her life, and she said, I need to do some training because I have to get a taxi to the shopping centre, I get my shopping, I get a taxi back, and I have to get the taxi driver to lift my shopping bags from the taxi to my door. And she says, I've just had enough. She's like, I'm 73. She's like, I should be able to do this by myself. So I want to get some training. This is great. So we just got her doing some deadlifts initially, but just our body weight, just creating the movement. We started lifting a bar, which is about 20 kilograms, and then we just slowly but surely built that up until she was doing about 60 kilogram deadlifts. And all of a sudden, she was then lifting her shopping bags and the shopping bags of our friends, because they need help as well, and from taxis. Anyway, you're never too old to get into resistance training. It is the absolute key to most people's problems. All problems, not just physical, but mental, emotional, financial, spiritual,
All the words
marital.
ended in
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys pour a drop of water in your whiskey? Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Although we keep forgetting.
No, I did it for both of
Oh,
them.
did you?
Yeah.
Matthew, why don't you all live in US? It's amazing. It's the most free country. Oh dear. Because Scotland is awesome. And
Scotland's also free.
yeah, it's also free. And also, Scotland's greener. I've been to the US. I prefer Scotland. I'm sure you're a US citizen, clearly. You prefer US. That's fine. Each to their own. But we prefer Scotland.
Yeah.
People that have been to Scotland will understand.
Do you know, as much as it's awesome coming online and people say, your accents are amazing, why are you wearing kilts, everything's cool, nobody in Scotland cares.
Yeah.
And there's something quite nice about that too. I think if we came to the US, I think people are like, oh, these guys are wearing kilts, they've got accents. I don't know if you could take that every day.
Also, I was just in London there on Monday, Tuesday with the wife, and I liked coming home to Scotland. It's more peaceful, you know.
Yeah.
London's great, it's busy, it's this, it's that, but it's great to get out in London. He got tired of everyone saying what? What was that? Oh, we missed the joke saying, oh, sorry, wait. There must be a joke there. What you know? With the zipper.
You're right.
Okay. Just because somebody mentioned Trump on that, I've got a funny joke for you. You ready?
Go on.
So somebody asked Donald J. Trump, what does the J stand for? And he's like, it stands for genius. It's better when you see the picture. It's an image one.
Kieran P. Burns back. He says, "Hey, I'm back. Wait, where's the bottle? Lol. The
Well,
bottle
the bottle's nearly been drunk.
Depends which one you're talking about. There's this one that's been emptied, and if we just get rid of that for a wee second, we've got this much left of that
We're
one.
almost done Laura Foy.
We're almost finishing 2 bottles of whiskey. Damn.
That's a fucking awesome stream, right?
Looking hot and horny as ever. Those hairy legs. Woof.
Woof.
Who's got hairy legs?
They're
Whose
talking
legs
dogs.
are on show? I don't know. Whose legs are on show?
It's the duds, surely.
Yeah, the dog's got hairy legs, like. Pretty hairy. That's yours. Your hairy legs are on show.
Is it mine?
Alright. Alright, proper on show, look at that.
How's that?
How is that? It's a good job your sporn's in place because you're nearly flashing your bobby. Makes a change to me.
Is that a comment or is that you saying
No,
that?
that's me.
Oh, right. What you sound like you were like reading it.
Don't go to Scotland for the weather. You go for the friendly people. Patricia, absolutely. Nobody ever goes to Scotland for the weather unless you're looking for rain.
Rain.
But today's rain is tomorrow's whiskey.
That's right.
Anything rap? You sure? Well, in Italian there is a saying which is, ask is possibility, answer is courtesy.
I don't know what the fuck I said.
I have no idea.
So earlier on in the stream we were talking about our Patreon, which we've had few new people onto our Patreon page. If you want to join our behind the scenes content, www.patreon.com/the Kilted Coaches. We've got over 50 behind the scenes videos, our Spot the Scot and our beer tier. Now, we asked earlier, is there any other content you would like to see on behind the scenes? Stephen Perry said he's wanting to see a day in the life of.
Yeah.
Someone else said they want to put GoPros on the dogs for a video, which would be good fun. Is there any other ideas? Let us know. And we will do them for you. Any people you want us to do, we'll do them for you.
Patricia is loving the shout outs. And yet another shout out. I love you guys. But we just said your name.
What's her name, full name, Patricia?
Patricia Elliott Ne Towers. Or Torres. Torres. Sebastian. Stephen. Did you say cunt before? Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I apologise for that. I hate that word.
Did you say the C word?
I did say the word.
Oh, man.
I said the C word.
The C word. Like, ladies hate that word, eh? Do you know what? When I think of that word, I think of the movie Snatch with Bricktop.
Yeah.
And he describes himself as a nasty C.
A nasty C?
Yeah.
Does he actually say that?
He uses the C word, yeah.
Oh dear.
Damn it, Rab, my coconut was in Perth yesterday. I'm sorry, but they were already on the way to the next city. Uncle Frank, that's not good enough.
That's ridiculous.
You
Uncle
tell
Frank.
that coconut to make its way back to the tree. Jesus. Oh well.
Tracy Partridge. That's it.
Is that what she said?
That's it.
Oh well. Tracy Partridge.
She wants a shout out.
Is there any movies coming out at the moment that are worth looking forward to? Give us a shout. Because I can't think it's anything good.
Movie wise.
I heard that Thor
Yeah.
4 was confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Yeah.
So I wonder how that's going to work out.
So
I hope they don't do fat bearded Thor. I mean,
no. Because he left with the Guardians of the Galaxy, there's a rumor of as Guardians of the Galaxy,
I heard that.
which is
Yeah.
one of the comics, but that's been abolished.
Oh, is it?
Abolished, is that the right word term? But yeah, it's there's rumor of Thor 4, but they reckon it's going to introduce Adam Warlock
Oh yeah.
into the MCU, which would be cool.
Go fuck yourself, Bean Tar. I love when you block a fanny. Can we see what a gay club looks like in Scotland? We wouldn't know, to be honest, Hollywood. What are you saying? If half the Scotsmen like you guys, I'm definitely visiting as soon as I can. John Kimber. Yeah. It'd be good. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. If half the Scotsmen are like you guys, I'm definitely visiting as soon as I can. Afford it for 40th birthday. It'd be nice to spend some time amongst genuine, friendly, non-racist people. To be fair, Scotland's pretty not racist. I mean, if you went to some like
They're all assholes and they're all racist,
in Scotland,
apart from us two.
apart from
That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Scotland's quite accepting, to be honest. There's quite. If you went to this kind of suburbs and
To be honest, we read stuff about London, about a lot of places in the US, about racism, And actually, it's quite hard to believe, and I know it's maybe quite naive, but we don't see it here. Like,
No, I know.
like we grew up, like, so I personally grew up in my high school class. It was like however many people in our year, maybe like 100 people in our year, and we had one black girl. And now thinking back, I know there's one black girl, but at the time she was just Julie. She was Julie Olazuga. Yeah, and she was Julie Olazuga, but we call her Julie Bazooka because she had big bazookas.
Yeah, so it didn't matter if she was...
It didn't matter if she was black, she just had big bazookas.
She was the girl with the big boobs.
Yeah.
She wasn't the girl that was black.
She was Julie Bazooka. And that was it. There was no racism, there was no questioning anything. It was like, and as soon as you start reading the news and you see things on TV, you're like, really, is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Like, people actually judge people on how different their skin is? Like, that's weird. Like what the pigment, like, that's me judging Rab because he's darker than I am. Like, how dare you be darker than me?
Yeah, but it also depends on how you take
weird.
it, and it depends, because there is a difference between comments and actual, because the definition of racism is when you treat people differently, as opposed to, like, if I went across to Canada, right, they call me the Scotsman, in some short, small space time, you're like, yeah, I'm a Scotsman, or if they started taking piss at my accent, fine, right? But if they started treating me differently because of my accent, that's technically racism. And if I went to a country where I was the only white guy, and they were like, there's the white man. But, alright. Because you got to remember, like, I've got family that are Native American. So when I went up to the Indian Reserve, I would be the white man.
Yep.
Now, if people called me, and yes, and there was a few that did, you're the white boy. Right, fine, I am the white boy, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
But nobody treated me different because they weren't racist. They were just, they were saying...
It's not an insult to call a white man white.
Exactly, right? So, but if they were to treat me differently for being a white boy, that would be racism. Yeah. So it's interesting how in our country, people were who they were, but I would say racism, I think, as far as I'm aware, is fairly low. But there are other countries where if you're white, black, Chinese, or any, variation in between, getting treated differently for that's when, there is some real racism involved. Yeah. That's one thing about this channel we've realised is that we release these videos, and we've come from a mindset where we don't really care. We don't think that way. So we just, and that's wrong in a sense, and no, it's right, but it's wrong, is that we assume that everybody thinks we do and that nobody else cares. And when there's a lot of hate in the world, we're like, why are people hating? And it's realised because they've grown up in different cultures. Yeah. They grow up in cultures where they're either not educated or they've got a real hate towards a particular group. But
also this is why we promote mindfulness.
Yeah.
Because if you're mindful about anything at all, just be mindful. It's that quote from Star Wars. Be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. It's like, be mindful of your thoughts. Like, if you're at all threatened or feel bad about like somebody of darker skin or lighter skin or ethnic origin, the shape of their eyes, whatever it is like, be mindful of what you're thinking here. As soon as I have either a negative or a positive thought, you just suddenly think about it and say, okay, why am I thinking that thought? If you're, especially for the negative ones, if you're negative about something, why am I negative about that? Like, if you see a spider, for instance, if you see a spider, right? Now in the UK, you see a spider, you're like a lot of people are like, oh, it's a spider, especially girls, right? I'm not being sexist, but girls are like, oh, it's a spider. Like, in the UK, we don't have poisonous spiders. We just don't. So that fear is irrational. If you lived in Australia or certain parts of the US and other parts of the world as well, then there are spiders that are poisonous, and therefore you see a spider like, oh shit, like that could kill me. And I just can't help but think there are a lot of people who are like, oh my god, there's a black person, and then they automatically think of the worst possible situation when you realise, like, no, there's just people.
Do you know what baffles me? And this is what comes in, like, you are born, this is just like, I'm just going to throw this out there. You're born, most babies have blue eyes, right? But then you develop a particular eye colour. It's usually, there's three main colours, blue, green, brown, right? And you've got shades in between. Now, when you come to skin colour, that's all to do with the climate you grew up in and this exposure to the sun, ultimately, right? But your eye colour is not related to that. I am surprised racism has nothing to do with eye colour.
Eye colour, yeah.
I'm surprised they're like, oh my god, that rap, he's got brown eyes, let's treat him differently. Stephen's got blue eyes. I'm shocked it's not, because at the end of the day, I go browner in the sun.
Genes,
And yet everybody changes colour. Why would they make a thing like skin colour?
Yeah.
It's baffling. Like, if you're pale, you go red in the sun, or then you tan and so on.
What's funny, and I think it's jealousy more than anything else, because sometimes I look at Rab and I'm like, oh man, like I'm so fucking pasty. I just wish I had Rab's skin tone. Now I used to train at, in fact, I think we both know, no, it wasn't Nadine. What's Pippa's niece called?
Oh, Nadia.
Nadia. I used to do personal training for her. She was a lovely girl. Okay, she
was Egyptian
Scottish.
Well, the mum was certainly Egyptian,
her dad was
Egyptian.
Her dad was Egyptian. Her mum was Scottish, and actually her mum was Scottish ginger, but she was like this kind of just a cool colour of brown.
She was a lovely brown,
and she had the curves and everything else. And she was lovely. She was just a lovely woman. She was married and everything else. And actually, we bumped into her from time to time. She was lovely. And I said to her one day, and I was just like chatting away, and she had a few hang-ups about one, her skin tone, and two, her curves. And I was like, man, you've got like the skin tone and you've got the curves. Like, it's what most girls die for. Like, they want the curves. They constantly go in sunbeds to try and get a bit of a darker colour. That's what Scottish people do, or British people do. They go in sunbeds to try and get a better colour. You're like, you've got both. And she's like, that's so nice for you to say that. I'm like, but that's the truth, isn't it? She's like, well, I don't see it that way, but that's nice. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I think it's that whole realisation of, like, what is ideal? Like, what is normal, and what is being racist? It's a strange world, is what I'm trying to say.
It just baffles me that it's not on eye colour, because that's something you literally that does not change. You know, I'm glad it's not eye colour. It's not. I mean, in fact, no, I'm not glad about anything actually. That's a shame, because it shouldn't happen in the world. In fact, I think across the board, in certain, except for third world countries, I would like to think that certainly the numbers are reducing. I would think that. Certainly the fact that in Scotland we've grown up, in our generation, and our children are going to grow up. Like, my daughter goes to school with, there's so many different ethnic backgrounds for her, but she calls them by their name. She doesn't once describe them, and it doesn't cross her mind. And when I see the class and say, oh, there's so and so, there's so and so, there's so and so, she's friends with them all. So as it's coming down the generations, it's certainly in Scotland is definitely changing.
And actually, this was actually highlighted last year when we were out at the Harvester, and there was a guy who wasn't racist. He was a Nazi. He was a Nazi.
Oh shit! Yeah, do you remember that guy?
So we were chatting away, and then this guy came over. And he was just chatting away, and he seemed like a nice enough guy.
Whatever that word is when you're anti-Jew.
And all of a sudden, he was chatting shit about Jews, and we were like, and we were confused at first. We were like, are we hearing this?
Because he started off telling us about how his father had died. He was going for the funeral. Blah blah. But then what happened was, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he said, right, I'm going to the toilet. Here's this video of this song. It's an anti-Jew song. We're like, why are we? And I was like, I don't want to listen to that. And we were trying to switch it off, but it was a phone and didn't describe. We just kind of turned it down and pushed it to one side. And he came back, and we were like, yeah, we want to get away from this guy.
Yeah.
But what's it called when you're anti-Jew? It's called, is it Semitism? Is that, or is it anti-Semitism? I forget the wrong way around, because it's not something I'd ever approached. I couldn't believe where it came from.
Yeah.
And then he started like,
odd.
He was convinced that he was trying to say the things that the Holocaust didn't happen, and he was just one of these people that was a conspiracy theorist, and it was just awful. And eventually we were like, the
guy was a prick.
Yeah, and there was a group of people in the outside area. We moved tables, and he still stayed on the periphery of the group. Yeah. We were like,
But you know what the problem is the way the human mind is set up. We are set up to belong to a certain group, and if you're brought up in a certain, like, we might find one day that we are actually, I wouldn't say racist, but we might find that we are governed in a certain way due to our upbringing in Scotland, because racism isn't a thing, therefore we are naive, and it's another sort of problem.
Naive to the racism, which would be an arguable point, right?
But I think what you've got to understand is, it's human psychology that if a young, say for instance, a young white person growing up in maybe a prominent black community might develop a racist point of view due to friends and family and everything else, and it's nothing to do. It's not their fault. It's just the fact that they've been brought up in that environment. And what I'm trying to say is, maybe if everyone can show a little bit of compassion and a little bit more understanding of human nature, then maybe we can just get over this bullshit and start to live as a human race rather than individual circumstances.
It's where you draw the line, because we're all, I suppose people that work in science see it differently, because everybody's organs are the same. Everyone's brain's the same, everyone's heart, kidneys, liver, lungs, they're the same. The outside sometimes looks different, the muscular appearance is different, but like, I look different from Stephen. That doesn't make me a different species from
There
Stephen.
he goes, going on about his
There we
big
are.
muscles again. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Sorry to the cops.
But I suppose I guess the best way to lead the way, Morgan Freeman once made the point. He said the best way to conquer racism is to stop talking about it. Now, as much as he had a great point, and as a black man, he certainly knows what he's talking about. What the point he was trying to make was, if you're making a big deal out of something constantly, it becomes a deal. Although there are communities that it is still certainly a big fucking deal. However, I would like to say, like, certainly Scotland, and there are other countries. I spent a lot of time in Canada, and people I came across, I mean, obviously I have a big Native American sort of population there. I never saw. It's not that I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. It just wasn't there. Like, people were who they were. There was all sorts of communities, and everyone's different. I think it comes across when you think that one sort of nationality or origin is better than another, and it's maybe because I watch a lot of sport, I don't know, that I realise that there is no nationality better. There's no body type better than another. It's about hard work. So whether, you get more, I don't know, I'd say Chinese ballerinas. No, that's not necessarily true. There are a lot of Chinese ballerinas because they're small and lean, but it doesn't mean they're the best ballerinas. The whole world and everybody is different in their own ways, and it's about respecting that and respecting that everybody's different. When you go to a shop in a city, look the person in the eyes. It doesn't matter what colour their skin is. It doesn't matter where they came from. Look the person in the eye. Make contact with them. It doesn't matter if they don't necessarily speak your language as well as you do, because we have an accent. Look them in the eyes. Make contact. If you manage to give successful communication, great. If not, try your hardest. Chat away. Make a connection. Do whatever you need to do. Move on. That's what you need. That's where life goes. It's just one of those things.
It's one of those things.
It's one of those things.
It's just one of those things.
Nature versus nurture.
Nurture versus nachos.
Mickleback's easy to show love and compassion. Yes, absolutely. At the end of the day, and my point is this: when you go into a shop, regardless who's buying the till, make eye contact. It doesn't matter what colour their skin is, hair, whatever, male or female, because there are some cultures that the males won't speak to the female.
Yeah. Do you know what? See, when I was in the forces, so over in England, down in England,
there's racism right there, mate.
down in England, actually, people of darker skin is more common, especially in places like Birmingham, Bradford, and London. Are actually quite high population of people with darker skin, and but we started doing boxing training, and it didn't really register with me until my boxing coach, who was a person of colour, he said something, and chatting away, and one of the guys who was like a small ginger lad who was really quick, really good, he was fighting this black guy, and Lee, who was our coach, he's chatting away, he's like, the tactics and how to go about the fight, this, that, and the other, and he says, the one thing that this guy's got on you is the fact that he's black. And we're like, why? He's like, well, as soon as you're facing a black guy, you're instantly scared. They've instantly got the dominant factor, and we're like, really? And it was like this whole like. Is that how things are seen? I don't know. It was very, very strange.
It's bizarre, isn't it? It's like there was one time we did a live stream. It was the night. I don't know if you know if the stream still exists. It was the night the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather was on, and we got absolutely smashed. Anyway, after the fight, Steve and I were so spangled we opened an extra bottle of champagne to celebrate, and then
We celebrated getting drunk.
yeah, pretty much.
Like we're drunk, let's celebrate. Well,
Yeah, whoa, spring break. And some troll jumped on. It was around the time that there was that whole Black Lives Matter
That's
thing.
right.
But some troll jumped on the stream, kept commenting Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
On our page, that has nothing to do with Black Lives.
Yeah, like they made their comment, but they were obviously just there making nonsense. So we got the dogs up on our laps, and we're like, "Oh fuck you, Black Labs Matter," right? Because from where we come from, we don't see skin color, we don't see race, gender. We don't give a fuck. If you can have good laugh with us, great. If the Black Lives Matter had good banter with us, we would have banter with them. But they didn't. They were just being a fucking troll.
Just troll.
So we trolled them back. So we got the fucking dogs up on our laps.
Black Labs, and we got everyone to comment.
Black Labs Matter. And it was fucking genius. And it was one of those moments where like, yeah, there's ways of going about this thing, you know.
Yeah.
It was funny, but
Ultimately, connection, humour, smiling, connection means much more than like standing strong and doing like we've both experienced people who are feminists, for instance, as well. And for us, it's like I understand that it's everybody's equal, but to go above and beyond and to go out your way to make a point is when the point isn't there to be made is pointless.
When Steve mentioned there about feminists and or what did you say there?
Feminists.
Feminists, yeah. So sorry, I don't mean this point against feminists. There was a movie, and I love Terminator Salvation. The reason I love this movie is because it shows she's working all day.
You be quiet.
There's a line in Terminator Salvation where it just shows the relationship between husband and wife. Now, as far as I'm concerned, husband and wife should be equal, and everybody strives for that. Now, that shouldn't be anything between male and female. As much as husband and wife, in the general sense of terms, is husband and wife, is male and female. It's not in the general term these days. But ultimately, regardless whether you're male and female, husband and wife, or male to male, female to male, or whatever it works out, but it doesn't matter. Any combination, it's all to do with the balance of power. Now, in the movie Terminator Salvation, there's a fantastic scene, and it's when fucking John Connor, played by Christian Bale, chats to the hot chick from Jurassic Park, which I'm so ignorant I can't remember her name. Oh, whatever, anyway.
You're so sexist.
I'm so fucking sexist. I'm a fucking dick, and I'm going to fucking drink my whiskey because I'm a dick. Yeah. Anyway, there's a fantastic scene, and basically she makes a comment, and he says, "I agree." Right? It's this brilliant line, like, she's just as much in charge as he is. It's a fantastic, although he's the namesake of it as it stands, she says, I can't remember what it is she says, he says, "I agree." And they're looking down because all to do, they're making their plan, and I'm like, it's just a fucking good relationship. Like, and he doesn't just say "I agree" and he's looking away, he's looking at her, he really is fucking agreeing with her. And it's really, really important, and that goes across the board. It's like, you've got to have equal, regardless of what the situation is, whether you're man to wife, man to man, woman to woman, whatever it is. Now, that's not to say there's anything wrong with it. There's always going to be a power struggle.
But do you know what I find is the most important for relationships is that 50-50 balance doesn't mean 50-50 splitting all the tasks.
No, that's true.
Because regardless if you are male-female, male-male, female-female, it doesn't matter. You should all have your own jobs to do in a relationship. So, like, I don't think it's like, for instance, me and the wife, like, my jobs are to look after the gardens, to take out the bins, to...
But that's the jobs you've chosen. That's the point.
That's the jobs that we have agreed between me and my wife that I will
because
take
you
care
said
of.
you want
because
them and she
I
said...
am better as a man, I'm better at looking after the gardens. I'm better at taking out the bins because I'm leaving first thing in the morning. I'm better at bringing in the money.
Are you better? Well, the difference is the reason I say
I'm
this.
better.
Yeah, you know, but you're saying you're better. But my point is, I take the bins out, but my wife does the weeding, and she does the garden for me, and it's
Yeah.
only because I can't be fucked.
So, therefore,
So
she's
it's-
better at it.
Well, she no. But if I did it, would I be better at it?
But no,
It's do better.
because you can't be fucked. You're not good at it.
Yeah, but it's more suited to.
Yeah. But
Better is more suited.
I would say better is a combination of your skill ability plus your motivation for that task.
So you chatted about it and you said, right, you'll do these stuff, I'll do those
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
because of...
My wife is more than capable of taking out the bins. Let's be fair. Like,
Right.
I am no better at like grabbing a bin and going like, I'm taking this out. But
More keen to do then, or...
But no, I'm not even keen to do it. But it just suits what I'm doing because I'm up earlier and therefore I take the bins out because I'm leaving earlier in the house in the household. When it comes to the garden, my wife is more than capable of pushing a lawnmower backwards and forwards to cut the grass. But she's like, I just can't be bothered. She really can't be fucked with it. Therefore, I do it. I'm better at it because I want to have a nice garden.
Oh, but I don't know if you should, but it's not me, I want to do it more, or...
But when I say
Could she do as good a job as you could do?
yes.
Therefore, you can't be better at it then, you're then
But no,
more
but
keen to do it.
when I say better, I just mean better in general. Like, there's a bunch of factors that factor into it. One is the skill level, which
Yeah.
you're thinking is
More
better.
suited to is probably better. It's rather than better, because it makes
Well,
it sound
well,
like it's like a...
Okay,
a
well,
term
I'm
thing.
not more skilled at these tasks. I am just more suited to.
More suited to, yeah,
Okay,
because in
okay.
that way it's like...
Okay, let's
more
agree with
suited.
more suited to.
More
okay?
suited to, yeah.
I am more suited to taking the bins out and taking care of the garden
Yeah.
and bringing in money.
Yeah.
Okay, and my wife is more suited to doing her job from time
Yeah.
to time, actually, which she's very good at, but looking after the kids, making the dinner, all these
Yeah.
things.
Because if it
ultimately, a balance of power doesn't mean that like everything's 50-50. It means that I'll do the jobs that I'm more suited to, you'll do the jobs that you're more suited to. It's very much like us in a business.
Yeah.
You do jobs that I don't do, and I do jobs that you don't do.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean one is better than the other.
Yeah. Suited is nice because it's like, imagine they flipped it. You could definitely do what she did and she could definitely do what you could.
absolutely.
And that's what's beautiful about human beings. It's just that you're more suited to it because
But-
if you enjoy, like you correctly said earlier, if you enjoy something or is easier in your lifestyle to do,
Yeah.
therefore you're more suited to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
if you're
you
gonna-
or you enjoy the after effect. I enjoy the
Yeah.
after effect of having cut the grass. I like having cut grass
Yeah.
more than Sarah likes having cut grass.
Yeah, so it's more
Therefore, I'll
suited
do
to
it.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But worst case scenario, like you could do the things Sarah could do, and Sarah could do the things.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
could do. Yeah, which is nice. It's just you don't want to fucking do them, right?
Yeah.
Like
Do the things
the
that I
reason I
fucking
say
do.
that is I don't want to fucking do the garden. I am not green fucking fingered at all. I can't
Yeah,
be
I don't-
fucking arse with it.
Too much there, am I?
I'd have fucking stones or I'd hire someone. And it's funny we say that because this fucker said, I'm going to be there in 2.5 minutes today when he's picking me up. He wasn't there in 2.5 minutes. This guy's fucking timekeeping's awful, by the way. But anyway, I'm standing outside playing with my daughters. My wife's outside picking weeds. And I'm not helping her because I'm waiting on this fucker coming. But to be fair, even if he wasn't coming, I wouldn't be fucking helping her. I fucking hate gardening. I fucking hate it. I hate it. If I had my way, it'd be all fucking stones.
But then stones sprout weeds as well.
Yeah,
it's all weeds.
Oh, I'd still pick the weeds from the stones. I just can't be fucked with the weeds that are there. Anyway, the point is, my wife can be fucked. So she's picking weeds and putting bark down, and she's taking pride because she likes things to be neat. And that's her thing.
There you go.
But, to saying that, I'm the one that fucking drags the bins round and brings them in, and I had to bring the brown bag, which is thingy waste. She could have done that, but I was more suited to do that at the time because the bin is heavy. That's not to say she couldn't do it because she's strong.
Because the bin's heavy and Raf's got
Yeah.
big guns.
There we are. Stephen, you have a great pic of this and your wife when it says sometimes she wears the pants.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
I have nothing more to say about that.
Yeah, right.
We're planning another photo shoot because I've got a bunch of photos that I would like to get done with me and a female, and I'd much prefer that female to be my wife.
What would it be if it wasn't?
I don't know, some model.
A model?
I actually said that, like, see the original, like, before that first photo shoot was done, I had this idea of me carrying some sort of female over my shoulder wearing my kilt, and I liked the idea. I was like, that'd be a cool photo. I said to the wife, I was like, would you do that? She was like, yeah, maybe. I was like, okay, great. We'll think about it. We'll get it done. And when it came to the photo shoot, we actually tried it. I was like, yeah, it doesn't look as great as what I kind of pictured in my head. And nothing to do with the wife's ass, obviously on my shoulder, but it was just like the whole setup. And it was only when we did the one with the leather pants in the back, I was like,
I guess your beard wasn't long enough.
that's exactly what it was. Do you know what? Sarah actually makes the point. She's like, as soon as you shave your beard, you get grumpy.
Is that right?
I do. As soon as I trim it, I was like, yeah, I actually do get a little bit grumpy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. I'm out of whiskey, mate.
It's like a beard cam. Me too.
Me too. You can pour this motherfucker.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh! We're out of whiskey after this.
I think we've got a 25-year-old.
Oof. That's a celebration whiskey, isn't it?
Celebrate
good times, come on!
Doo-doo, boop, 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 doo-doo.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Done.
We're out of whiskey. When it's done, it's done. Do you need charge? How's your charge looking?
Does it tell me?
I don't know.
Oh,
So
man.
we put a little drop of water in there because it releases the flavour.
Slanu, would you do a cam? What's it?
What?
Cam show where he's workout, we pay tips for his time without the kilts. No, we would never do that. Like, see people that ask for shit without the kilts or flashes without the kilts,
You can go fuck yourself.
go fuck yourself. We're not fucking going to do that. We don't want to fucking flash. It's just not us, right? So,
Yeah.
take it and fuck off. Simple as that. It's not going to happen, ever. Not even if there's a fucking fire. Even if our kilts were burnt off, we'd still blur the shit out of that. Oh, the fucking iPad died.
Oh no! So we're going to charge it. Hang on, we're going to charge it.
It charged the
Silly
fucking
box
iPad.
move.
So that's our way of saying no. It's bad. Take me back. I'd like to see you team up with who? Who's that? Galloway Wildfoot? Who's Galloway Wildfoot, Stephen? You got a charger?
Of course we got a charge.
Oh, fucking hell. Whiskey is smashed now. Alright, I'm smashed in the whiskey. Oh, I can't believe we've gone through 2 bottles of whiskey. When we do these whiskey streams, we don't have to get through it, right? Right, where are we? When are you guys going to sing karaoke? Mark, what would you like us to sing? We're up to 87 people on YouTube now. For a long time, YouTube has been struggling. So, if you're on here on Facebook and there's more people on YouTube
Wow.
than there is. Oh shit! So if you are on Facebook, please go across to YouTube and give us a wee subscribe. Hey, what's that? What's wrong? Who did me? What's happened? What's happened to Facebook? Hey, we're back in. Oh, whoa.
Whoops. Right, we're back on charge.
Pay the water bill quickly.
You go and do that.
Well. Oh.
Right, let's have a look. Let's try and get your comments up if we can. Can't see what you're saying here. Oh, there we go, live. There you go, live. This is movies for me. What time is it there? So time is 5 to 7 currently. Flash, the arms, all good with that. And the smolder. Jennifer Jarvis, I have no idea what you mean, but there's a gun show. They're actually, anything bigger, right? They need to be bigger. What do you reckon? Should I try and get bigger? I think Rab's bigger than me, so. It's so rude to ask you both to lift or remove your kilts. Julie Lee, yes, absolutely it is. I think anybody who is willing to ask that question, like remove the kilts or shows whatever, should do it first. How long have you guys been wearing kilts? Childhood? So Brendan Morton, I first wore my first kilt, I think I was a teenager at the time, maybe a Hogmanay. I can't remember exactly, but I certainly didn't wear a kilt in childhood actually. As much as my son Argyle has worn a kilt, I didn't wear a kilt until I was in at least a teenager, if not in my 20s, for a Hogmanay, which is New Year celebration. And yeah, I hired a kilt and wore it then. That's the first time I wore one. Nice Guns, do you only wear the kilts? Marcia, no, absolutely not. We wear the kilts as and when we feel like we need to or we want to. When we're making a video.
Oh yeah, yay!
Andrew Rankin, my first kilt was when I was 4. Good on you, bud.
Sweet.
I have an age-old question. What is worn under the kilt? Socks and shoes.
Socks and shoes.
Hello from beautiful East Texas. Come down and we can teach
Stacey.
you the rodeo if you don't already know. Stacey, you dirty cow.
You didn't know?
Stephen, I was surprised to see your wife doing a photo shoot with another company.
How are you surprised?
Katie Silner. Really? Why? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you didn't know?
Are you talking about like her? She was doing a photo shoot with like she was in the photos with another company, or she was doing the makeup, because that's normally the case. I have no idea what you're talking about. Please elaborate. Oops, close one. IMFOIO.
Was that me?
You know?
Probably.
Okay, I am wrong. Just everyone I see them. Every time I see them. Hazel. I don't think the size is important as the form. Every overall body shape. Some bodybuilders are just wrong on so many levels.
Oh yeah, yeah. Have you turned that light? Is that like that?
It's always like that, mate.
Really?
Yep.
For me, it's very, very bright.
Are your kilt colours part of your heritage or just standard colours? You could actually argue both. So technically speaking, no. Our heritage is with the Shields and the Clark, so nothing to do with his Royal Stuart. However, we are big believers of freedom of expression, and we want to be able to wear whatever we want to wear. Therefore, the Royal Stuart is great because it's mainly red, but it's got blue, it's got yellow, it's got green, it's got white. Therefore, whatever we want to wear with the kilt is absolutely fine, and it matches fashionably.
Do we vape each other to sleep? We don't vape. Is that vaping like smoking or that other thing? No, we don't vape, so there we are.
Yes, I asked the question initially, so curious about your responses. Nathan T. Tyson, I have no idea what you're talking about, bud. Nathan T. Tyson, can you ask the question again, please? Is there a specific nutritional plan that you both follow to stay in shape? Alan Paisley, yes, absolutely. It's the one that we teach in our Everlean program, which is part of our clan membership.
Oh, you didn't know?
I like the Blackwatch tartan. Leslie Hall, I recognise your name.
She's not a clan member.
Leslie Hall, why don't I recognise your name?
I think
But
you're a
yes,
clan member.
absolutely. The Blackwatch tartan is nice. Nathan T. Tyson, sure thing.
We're getting tanked up on a Thursday, right? But then tomorrow we're going to get tanked up again because we're taking the wives out to
I
fancy
know.
hotel. Life is good, mate, right?
Do you think we should do a live feed tomorrow while that Eagles?
Yeah, probably not. Can't be arsed. Well, it's not that we can't be arsed, it's just we're trying to keep the wives happy tomorrow. It'll be a nice day. But I'm just thinking, like, the alcohol in our system tomorrow, but holy shit. Have you got clients tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, me
6:30.
too. Yeah, I've got
You
7:15.
7:15.
I've got 2. How many you got?
2-2. I got 2-2.
2-2.
I'm ballying.
Ah, you got 2-2.
I got 2-2.
So you got 6:30.
I was surprised at a company I knew is close to you all. Small what? Katie Silner. I was surprised that a company I am new to is close to you all. Small world. Katie Silner, what company is that?
That name rings a bell. Katie Silner. Have you
Yeah,
been
it does. Happy wife, happy life. Vanessa, absolutely. Vanessa Poss. What whiskey are you drinking? Sharon, we are drinking the Lafroig PX Cask.
Yeah.
Time for another bottle. Not tonight.
Not tonight. We've cracked them all.
Are your kilts scratchy to wear? No. I'm a carvery chef so can wreck up a mean roast. Kerry Collins.
I don't know if we sack it soon. And then we chill our last of our whiskey. Yeah. Well, guys, this has been awesome. We've been on for, holy fuck, 2 hours. Has it only been 2 hours?
2 hours, really?
It's 7 o'clock though. How's that? We were on long before that.
Could you do the smolter look?
The smoke out already.
It makes me giggle and I could use it. Had a long day already. What's the smolter look?
We just did it on the I Am Scottish video.
Have we?
Smoulders there.
Right, the smolder stare. The
Three.
smolder stare.
Yeah, 3, 2, 4. Right, we're going to shoot just now. So everyone have an awesome day. If you're on Facebook, please go across and subscribe us on YouTube because we're doing a
Experiment.
an experiment. Yeah. So go subscribe us on YouTube, like, turn on the notification bell, blah 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 blah. See how we're doing. I can't believe we've only been 2 hours. Is that right? Was that 5 o'clock we started?
Must be, no, it's 200 minutes.
Oh,
3 hours.
Holy fuck, that
Three-
makes
3 hours,
sense.
20
Yeah,
minutes.
that makes sense. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for the live stream and
We love you.
don't drink bleach.
Bye bye.